What is going on, guys? We got another qualifier here today. This is number 10 from CGL. So qualifier number 10 here. There are, I think it's like 20 something players already qualified through various other qualifiers. So the list of legends is growing. We're going to add another name to that list today. We got Forever King in the bracket, looking to grab one of the MK on Xbox sides of things. We also got a couple other players that are really solid in the brackets. We got Domoralize, who we're about to see. We got MK Stryker. So tonight is going to be super interesting. I'm going to be joined here today by Cleve. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our opponents in here. We got Demoralized in the game already, so just waiting to get Gorilla de Menace in here. And we'll see what happened. Now, I actually don't know what the rules are on Sindel. Are we allowing Sindel today? Does anybody know about Sindel? Because
I
if Sindel is allowed, that could be interesting. I even see Demoralize has his icon as Sindel, and new character
I
out
don't.
could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't think so because I remember when Nightwolf first came out, he wasn't legal, so I'll just assume Sindel's legal. So
But they let him play with Terminator the
it.
day after.
Oh, yeah, I don't know
So
then.
yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, right? We'll find out. It's not going to be that big of a deal. The ultimate reality is that Sindel is going to be legal by the time of the finals. So while it might be a bit of a shakeup here when it's only about a week old, when the big actual tournament goes down, it
Okay.
is going to be perfectly legal and out for having been out for a while. So I think that'll be fine. And it looks like I'm getting word that it is legal. So perhaps we'll
Wow.
see
Okay.
Sindel here today. Looking at the bracket, I don't see anybody else that might be running to the Sindel train that
Um,
initially stands out, at least.
I know Slink. He has a Sindel. He's been using mainly
Hmm.
Katana, but I know he has a Sindel, and I saw him play against Koizi with a mirror, so I know he has a good Sindel.
Yeah, that first to five with Koizi, I was supposed to be commentating it. In fact, I did even commentate it, but I forgot. I don't commentate the people's parties or
Oh,
whatever. So I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't click the button to make my voice be heard. So basically, Stryker got a secret solo commentary session he wasn't even aware of.
that's nice.
But I got to watch it. It was pretty hype matches. He was playing
Yeah.
the Royal Adenian one, the zoning variation. So it was really interesting to see the two of them playing different variations. And we are going to see Sindel here from Demoralize. So there was a fake out on Gears, but it is going to be Sindel DLC versus DLC.
You kept
I
me
do like
from
human Sindel more than
destroying
Revenant, but I
Earthrealm.
like Revenant Nightwolf
My
more than human.
sacrifice
So
saved the Makoka.
Nothing
good picks
will
on the
save
skins.
them now.
Round one, fight.
Okay.
All right, so I think that Sindel is a slower character in terms of her normal speed, but she's got great range. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to pan out. Nightwolf, I think, has some faster and better pokes, per se. So he might, if he can get in there, he might actually be able to maintain some pressure.
I know Sindel has that overhead or low with both of her moves. Maybe a
There's
little
that low.
mix.
Yeah, Sindel's going to have access to some actual mix-up 50-50s. Obviously, they can be fuzzy because of the difference in frames, but definitely going to have access to those different tools, and opponents are going to have to stay on their toes. Nightwolf, on the other hand, not going to have those 50-50s. He does have a big overhead, but doesn't have any great low starter. Use that fatal blow to almost take the round here. A little bit more chip going through. There's another bar.
Well, it just seems like he's gonna back up, try and zone him out. Get the
Yeah, that's
last
what I
chip
think he's
away.
going to do. He just wants to get that last few hits there. That's punishable. One for the hair whip.
Earthrealm will
That's with a
prevail.
punishable move. Just
Of
going
course,
in.
had he caught him with it, he could have killed with that. It does 120 damage, and if that kick would have caught him first, it would have been enough.
Didn't pitch the string because he wanted to be punishable or the false block gap.
Ooh, okay, good breakaway to stop that punish. Nice uppercut. Ooh, there it is, caught him.
Jumps right over the overhead. He's gonna get the grab straight after.
He's gonna send her back to the corner here. Now, Nightwolf, I don't know if Nightwolf is really a great corner character. He's playing Ancestral Gifts, which is the command grab variation, if I believe.
Yes, it is. That's the variation I use.
Okay, so that variation. Well, so you play the variation. Do you feel like Nightwolf is a character that likes to be in the corner?
Not necessarily. He's a teleport. He has to teleport with the reflect, so he can
Uh-huh.
really play around wherever he wants. Because as soon as he just reflects and teleports, he goes straight in next to the opponent.
Okay.
So the corner isn't really his favorite because he can just play anywhere on the screen at that point.
And does he get big damage in the corner? Because I
Oh
would say there's definitely some
no.
characters like Johnny Cage that get really big corner damage, and it's beneficial to lock you in the corner. And then you have characters like Sindel, who we're seeing on the screen here, who doesn't necessarily get any crazy different corner combos per se. That character still is going to be able to get the same hits in mid screen and the corner. So for these characters, it might be beneficial to kind of stay in the mid screen if both of these characters kind of hit the same damage mid screen. Domoralize instantly switching over to Gearus though, so we're going to be done with Sindel here. Now these matches are 1st to 3, so still going to have some wiggle room.
Yeah, the one thing about this Nightwolf variation, he does get a command grab, but he has no combo starter. Like you said, he's not going to get any damage. That's the one problem he has.
Yeah, his only combo starters are going to be through crushing blows, down 2, 3, 1, 2, and then he also has the back 2 if you can manage to catch somebody with like a jump in or a whiff punish or something. But for the most part, yeah, like you said, not going to have access to some really big launching, really anything.
Okay, so we're gonna see new era Garrus, which does have the command grab and the setups.
I hope we get to see the new brutality. That's what I want. Let me get the
Oh,
new
yeah.
brutality. Have you seen that?
Possible to get. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Also the edited version too, where he just keeps getting smacked.
And there's a punish here. Not gonna take a lot of damage though.
Going for the staggers, gets caught. Right in the corner.
So one punish that Nightwolf does actually have is reversal command grab. He does about like 30% with the bleed when it's done. So that might be something for Gorilla to keep in mind as well. So instead of getting like a 15%, 20% punish, you can actually go for that command grab crushing blow. Big damage here from Gears, 317. So good.
Morales just catching him in the corner. He's not really getting out, and he's gonna get grabbed to finish the round. Gorilla just can't get out of the corner. He's getting completely demolished.
And I think Gearus is definitely one of those characters that does excel in the corner. He does have some better damage in the corner, better OP setups in the corner. So Gearus definitely a character that wants to lock things down in the corner if he can.
Especially with this variation, with the wall. There's so many setups in the command grab.
Oh, wow. Stepping it back. This is so much damage already. Oh man, he dropped that. That was going to be crushed. Although I'm sure he's going to be in the 50% territory here. That's how he's getting 20%, spending a bar for it as well.
Gorilla just whipping the grab just in neutral.
Needs to get some extra damage here on the board. Oh, he's gonna get frozen. No breakaway available either. This might be enough to kill, actually. Taking to the corner. The toss at the end. That'll do it. Demoralize on the board, tying it up 1-1. So looks like Gearus was the answer here for Nightwolf. But, of course, I'm sure Gorilla potentially has some other characters here. Or he just might need to make some adjustments. I'm not sure that I would say he's a die-hard Nightwolf player. Although I also haven't ran into him too much. So, bit of a toss-up there.
This player card is Nightwolf, so we'll see what happens. And I don't see this matchup being really that bad for Nightwolf, so I don't see reason to switch. But he needs to find an answer to really what Demoralize is doing, just in general.
Yeah, I think I also would probably like to see more of the command grab coming out. If you're going to be playing the command grab version of Nightwolf, then I think it's important to try to utilize those tools a little bit. Obviously, you have to be given the opportunity to do so, and who kind of knows when maybe he was going for it in certain attempts and wasn't able to, but. I think that if you're going to play the command grab, you got to go for it. Nightwolf has a decent command grab and really decent tick throw setups, too.
Just gonna make this switch to Kano, which is Ripper variation, too, which has another command grab.
Yes, I like to see command grabs, absolutely.
Brings the hype. Yes, in this variation, he does have the combo extenders and the command grab, so we're going to see some big damage and some great mix with that command grab.
Round 1, fight.
One thing is, Kano has a bunch of punishable moves, and Garrus, he can make those punishes hurt so bad. Okay, get the time freeze. That's gonna be straight to the corner. No crushing blow used. Oh, he got the breakaway. Gets to the grab, gets comboed for it.
I love those swag combos. The unfortunate drop there is going to let him get out of the corner. Now Kano looking to get something started. Never mind. Right back to Gears' turn. Okay, there's the throw. Not going to be enough to kill, but this will be close. We'll have about 20 health left. Oh, the jabs. Trying to get started. Oh, and that'll do it.
Domoralize did put himself in the corner, so Gorilla could keep him in the corner, get something started, because Kano does have some pretty good corner game. Went for the parry, but just didn't come out. Go for the Kano ball. That is very punishable. And he guesses the grab. Gonna get the down two crushing blow. Garrett's gonna get damage, but the breakaway comes through. Gets more damage in the corner. He's gonna use time shift. This is gonna be max damage. Has the second bar. Gonna go for the setup.
He caught him. He's gonna get the damage off of it as well. Nice conversion there from Domoralize. Now only 100 health left here for Gorilla. And the short hop will do it. That was sick. I like that use of the short hop. Honestly, not enough players use that, but you do start to see in those upper levels of players, short hops coming through as part of their game plan. And they work out quite well for a lot of players.
Oh, yeah. You see Quasi doing it with the short hop into the low, the fatal blow always comes out.
Quasi classic.
Oh, yeah. It's always.
I try to go for it a little bit with Noob Side, but it doesn't quite work because his low's a little bit slower. But short hop into throw, just using the short hop in general because of how likely people are to just sit there and block low against Noob Saibot. Because, I mean, if you look inside just like the cover, it just says, oh, no overheads, block low forever.
Exactly.
But there are some other ones you can sneak in there, and you will catch players that aren't really up to snuff off guard.
One player I do see using the short hop a lot is Storm PA. If you know him, he plays Jackie, and he will fake you out with the short hop 24/7. And as soon as you go block overhead, go straight for the low and will get you.
Oh man, yeah, she's got a faster low that can actually deal with that too.
Oh yeah.
Must be nice. Noob Saibot players are so sad. That crushing blow that isn't real. I really wish it was like it hit that move 3 times, and on the 4th one it'll do it, or so, like some other way. I'm sure they may make an adjustment to it at some point. I don't think that punish or counter hit is the way to do it because you get too much damage off of it, and it's a good tool in footsies.
Oh, yeah.
But I think if they were to do like, hey, you got to end your combos a couple times in this move, then you can have the crushing blow if you manage to catch somebody. I think that'd be cool, but just dreams for now. Paco, I hope you're listening. All right, here we go. Game 3.
Just gonna go back to Nightwolf for the command grab. One thing is we did mention the command grab has fantastic Oki if you meter burn it. You literally sit there for a good 2 seconds and you can do whatever you want. So if he gets it out, you can see that.
Yeah, you get the side switch, all sorts of options after that command grab. They're down for quite a while. And this is actually game 4. I misspoke there. Game 4 right now. Domoralize up 2-1 over Gorilla. Flawless blocks. Oh, and there's the tick throw.
That's a mid command grab, so you have to jump.
Oh, we're just gonna go with the panic button. Fatal blow. It's gonna get him off of him. Using the armor to take back the turn here. Obviously, also gonna put a meaty 30-something% on there. 32%, not bad. Shields and skulls coming up.
Gets a teleport.
And that is one of those tools that is available exclusively to this variation, that teleport. Now, he can't reflect anything, so he's only going to be able to use that as specifically that kind of utility.
Yeah, one thing I see with this variation of Nightwolf is he's great against characters like Sub, where you can reflect that ice, and they have to block the projectile if you teleport. Otherwise, you're going to get hit by it.
Okay. No, Nightwolf in the Cassie matchup. I like playing Cassie versus him because he can't reflect the straight guns. The second bullet still hits him.
Oh, yeah.
One of the weirder interactions. I think they should allow almost every projectile reflect to be held longer, because the same thing happens to Konsole Kombat as well, or a lot of other characters that have like a single hitting. They eat one shot and then the second shot hits them.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Domoralize, he's going to catch him in the corner once again. This is exactly where Gorilla got messed up last time.
Exactly, yep, he got locked down in the corner and was unable to escape, and Domoralize looking for the repeat here. There's the body splash back into the corner, going to switch sides with the crushing blow, 37%, and Gorilla is in trouble here. Oh, and that'll do it!
I always forget off the stand 1, there is a tick there.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of tick throws hidden within his moveset as well. You know, some characters with command grabs don't have them. You look at Collector, for example, he doesn't really have a lot of tick throws. But characters like Gearus, Nightwolf, I think even Kano has a few decent ones. 1-1 is a good one. 2-4 is a good one. So they've also got some decent tick throw setups for their command grabs.
Collector's reminds me of Jax, where like Jax, he can only get command grabs off of pokes. Same thing with Collector, you know, but except he has a high command grab. So.
And of course, the introduction of crushing blows, making high command grab quite scary.
Oh yeah.
But that does look like Domoralize will be taking it 3-1 over Gorilla. Gorilla's still in the tournament, though. Going to go into the loser's bracket here. Report that score real quick.
Great showing from Domoralize. He's going to be one of the star players in this top 8. He's previously been into the CGL top 8. I've seen him a lot. He has unfortunately never gotten to grand finals or winners. I think he's gone to winter finals maybe once, but he hasn't really gotten the end of it.
Yeah, well, tonight may absolutely be that night. Part of the later qualifiers does also kind of mean that some of the bigger killers have sort of, they've already qualified. They're not here anymore. Koizi, K7, even some of the
Yeah.
bigger names like Dirty Grandma,
Shinio.
Dragon, Tweety, those players have already made it in, so you don't really have to worry about those sharks in the pool. But there are still definitely some big killers here. We got Forever King, for example. But I do see that Forever King versus Strikers are going to be a matchup we've got coming up shortly. Not our next match, but after that. And
it's gonna be a good
Forever
one.
King versus Stryker. Stryker won that last time they saw, so we'll see if Forever King has made some adjustments for their matchup. Definitely the kind of player that will go into the lab and figure out what went wrong so that he cannot repeat the same mistakes. So,
Of course.
see if Stryker can come up with some new plans to break him down. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Stryker has so many different characters. He could pick any one. We really know that Forever King's probably going to use Garrus, but Stryker has Collector, Shao Kahn, Garrus himself. He has a bunch of characters, so he can pull anything out and on
Yeah,
Forever.
I really like watching his Terminator. I think Terminator.
Oh, he has Terminator too, yeah.
Is the character that I would like to see, just because I think it's really interesting. And so far, no other players are really using the character, especially at the level that that Stryker is. But we'll see. It's up to him who he's going to choose. But that is a matchup that we're not getting into just yet. First off, we need to get, looks like Justin S. I think that's what your name is. I'm assuming that's what JSTN is, right? Justin?
Yeah,
All right.
it's Justin. That's why I've called him so far. So, and he hasn't corrected me, so we're going to go with that.
Either that or he's just kind of stuck. Yeah, exactly. Alex. Is it Alex? I don't think it is. All right. Yeah, Pat Sajak is the buying vowels. All right, and then we got Kusanagi. So Kusanagi is a player that I have ran into and played with a little bit before. He has, in my experience, primarily been a Frost player. I don't think that I have played him or seen him really play since Arctic Anarchy came out, though. So Frost has a new variation that has been widely regarded as one of the better third variations that showed up. People talk about Outtake, obviously, is the big one. Then you've got Upgraded Jackie. And Arctic Anarchy, I think, is another one that's on that short list of really, really strong third variations for characters. I know there's a few other ones as well, but those are some of the bigger ones just come right out of the gate.
Oh, yeah. I personally expect Kusanagi or Devora. He does play Frost, but he loves his Devora. Arachnophobia is what he plays. He plays a little bit of Buzzed, but Arachnophobia is his main Devora variation. And I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying that he just really wants to use Arachnophobia this whole tournament and see what happens. So
okay. Well, Arachnophobia does have the Devora stuff. So Arachnophobia and Devora in general, a character that definitely got some love in some recent patches. Third variation for Devora is something that we haven't seen people using much. And I think that's kind of interesting given how exciting some of those tools seem. The air fly that she has seems really quite crazy. The way that she can do, even though flip out is unsafe on block, the way that she can do jump ins into the low or to flip out cancel in the air, I think makes that character extremely dangerous on the guessing side of things, and online it's even worse. But we really haven't seen too much of that third variation. Looks like Kusanagi going to be going in with the Arachnophobia, like you were saying. So it's going to have the teleport, and this gives the deadly swarm stuff. So that gives access to the throw crushing blow, right? This is the one with access to that?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Justin, he's going to go with Scorpion Reborn. I know him and his brother both play the same variation.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a block teleport. Gonna go ahead and get just a jab punish. Nice throw tech there from Justin, though. Gonna put an end to that offer.
One thing, Kusanagi, I see him. He does a lot of throw techs. He's good on that.
All right, here's the full launcher. No breakaway available this time to stop that combo. 30% on the board. Nice throw tech, though, like you were just saying.
Oh, you watch out for that jump on Devora. That thing reaches forever long, and he will abuse that. And the long mid just drops the combo because the gravity was not there.
Yep, spider drop unable to catch. Ooh, nice throw techs from these players here. We have seen a couple throws that go through, but they are also getting quite a few techs here. I think we've only actually seen one throw go through and like 4 techs now. Nice roll away from the throw attempt. He was making the read, but wasn't quite close enough. The teleport cancel. This throw will go untech. No bugs though, so this is not going to crush. Clean 14%.
This is exactly where Devora wants you. When Devora's in the corner, she gets the setups, but then Justin's going to switch it. What's the fatal blow? Has a nice amount of damage.
Oh no!
The roll, the breakaway happens. Oh, and Justin takes her on barely.
Man, got caught by that overhead. The breakaway was a bold move, just trying to steal this one, but now he's going to be going into round 2 with no defensive meter here. That is one of the unfortunate risks to kind of breaking away at the end of your life bar and hoping that you can get that clutch comeback, because if you don't, you're going to be in a dangerous situation here. Still 20 seconds into the round. Kusanagi does not have a breakaway available yet. Hasn't been launched, so it's not a big deal, but...
One thing about Reborn is he can make anything he wants safe, and that teleport cancel, he can switch sides exactly like that. He's never really in the corner as long as he's pressing buttons, because he can just teleport cancel right out of there.
Yeah, there is no locking Scorpion in the corner with that teleport. Particularly with the cancel, he can spend meter to get himself out of there, basically without even touching you, so there's nothing really to punish. You can't really catch him, and he often ends it at a space where he's out of range of most jabs even. So he's free to block that if you do try to pressure him if you make the read on it.
Just gets the stagger. Oh, he's going to catch on Wake Up the spear.
Oh, okay.
Short
Trying to keep this unbreakable potentially here. Kusanagi is still sitting on that full breakaway right now. Only 120 life left though.
Goes unpunished. That was not meter burn.
This throw will connect. No bugs still though, so I'm not going to get that crush. Oh, he caught him!
Teleport! He has Fatal Blow. He can confirm to this and take the round.
Yep,
and he's going to do it. This is definitely going to be enough damage. I don't see this not killing.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be the kill here. We're going to put Kusanagi on the board, staying alive here. Although that does mean a resource spent, no Fatal Blow going into final round.
Fight.
For the poke. He's threatening that, the down one poke.
Ooh, good duck on the throw.
Another escape failed. He's going to be put in the corner. And he teleports right out. For them staggers baiting them.
And the down one into the Ava postures, you gotta be careful about those. One of her better tools is just kind of throwing those out. She can amplify it to keep it safe, and when it hits, she gets to continue putting you into that sort of pressure. Well, here we go.
Combo from that roll.
We do see a breakaway available though. Is it gonna come out? It's the final round. No need to hang on to it, and now that bug is gonna be on, so that throw crushing blow should be active.
Nice false block.
It's only one bug, so I think it only was 29% for one bug, so he's gonna need to get a little bit more damage to get the throw to kill range. Ooh, that's gonna be enough. Oh, he got caught by the last hit. Oh, he's got Fatal Blow. It's over.
Kusanagi, he's gonna lose that one. Justin's gonna take the first game.
Yeah, just barely. The amplify, the second hit from the teleport, breaking through the defenses of Kusanagi. Kusanagi looking to make the punish on just a raw teleport, but the amplify caught him. And then that's going to be the full combo to end it with the Fatal Blow here. Blue blood all over his hands. Does not mind. And that'll be game one. That was only game one. Man, that was intense.
Oh, yeah. That took a while.
Indeed, that did take a while. That felt like a long set between those two.
Yeah. One thing that Devore does, she has those long buttons and that nice jump one. But in Reborn, Scorpion kind of doesn't care about that. Because that teleport cancel, he can go straight in right on you anytime he wants. So those are not as effective.
Yeah, he's permanently behind enemy lines because of the way that your big long forward 2, your big jump 1, you're swinging in the wrong direction, lady. He's coming from behind you. So unless you have moves like, I think like Shang Tsung's back 2 that kind of covers on both sides of him, which is a rarity. Very few moves are like that. Like it doesn't matter how far your move is. Scorpion's coming from making a different approach completely.
And here we go. We have the switch from Kusanagi. He's going to go Buzz. Gonna switch variations. Has all the setups potential with this variation. No teleport. He has the air ticking time bugs, which is a nice add.
I think this is a good idea. The spider drop, which is the main thing of Arachnophobia, that's why it is called Arachnophobia, many would argue, was unfortunately not coming into play often enough, it seems like. Like, ultimately, he wasn't really able to get the teleport very often. I think we saw it maybe once or twice. So making a switch over here to Buzz to take advantage of those stepsister bugs, which we're seeing right now, already getting him a little bit of damage there, might be the play. Ooh, caught him! This is gonna crush!
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Doesn't have any meter to convert into anything huge. Set up here. Nice throw tech though from Justin. Jumps out.
Right out the corner. Wake Up teleport. He's gonna catch him.
Oh, okay. Didn't go into a spear. Could have gone for a restand. Got a little more damage out of that, but instead he'll throw him out of the corner, looking to potentially bait out a throw tech. Failed. And does realize that Kusanagi has been making the right choices with those throws, and there it is. Caught him on the roll this time. Man, this has been 3 throws in a row from Justin, I think.
Oh, the Wake Up
Fatal Blow. I thought that he did up 3. It looked like the same startup.
He's going to come in without the crushing blow of the anti-air and Fatal Blow, but he did take the round, so it was worth it.
Is her up 3 the same startup as her Fatal Blow? animation?
I'm not sure. I am not sure.
I feel like it is now. What does her up 3 look like? Does she attack with all 4 things?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Just like her fatal blow? That is so jank.
Yeah, it kind of looks. Yeah, it kind of looks the same.
I didn't know it was a fatal blow until the fatal blow started. Like, I swore it was just an upgrade.
Oh, it Justin confirms in the spear, but gets caught by the bugs. Nice setup from Devora.
I like the way these guys are breaking almost every throw coming at him. Oh, big uppercut, and catches him on the wake-up roll. Now, the thing about wake-up rolls, get thrown out of a... You can't tech. There is no option to tech on those. You can tech on a throw punish and just a throw in the neutral, but if you get caught rolling, my understanding is there is no means of breaking that throw. You are eating that damage.
Who's just gonna get the grab off on him. Seth, no health.
Overhead. And no fatal blow to save him either. We are gonna have a final round, and that's gonna mean Justin hanging on to his resources here. That fatal blow still available.
Fight.
I know this matchup isn't unfamiliar for Kusanagi because I play a little bit of Scorpion. I played him too, so he knows the matchup.
Oh yeah, I think that almost nobody has an argument about not Scorpion. Even if he didn't have you to play, he's got everybody to play on the internet. Like, Scorpions are all over the place.
Also, he just played Gorgankle. He's another Scorpion player. He literally just played him before this match, so
That could be contributing to it, though. Perhaps he's gotten comfortable or, you know, accustomed to the way that Gorgankle plays, and then now this is a different beat.
the teleport cancel gonna bring in the pressure. Gonna go for the staggers. Justin pokes out of it. Pokes the grab. Even gonna sweep the whiff grab.
Immediate breakaway. Ooh, caught it! Didn't finish the string because he doesn't have access to that 1-3 throw thing, which gives him a crushing blow just on a whiff punish kind of deal.
He's gonna punish that raw.
There it is. Speaking, he shall receive. One throw will do it. 133 health left. And then one throw from each side will do it now. Fatal blow available. Oh, no!
Oh.
I thought he blocked it.
Fatal's gonna catch him. Oh.
I swore he blocked it. And then it rolled back.
He went for that down one.
I swear he went for down one as soon as it hit. I swear that I saw a blocking animation up until the final moment, trying to Indiana Jones his way through the door, but he will get squished instead. And Justin's now up 2-0 over Kusanagi.
I definitely like to switch from variations though. He played much better with Buzz than he did with Arachnophobia.
I think not only that, but the tools of Buzz, we're talking about Stepsister Bug and the crushing blow on that throw or that string, for example, those tools were able to come out and be star players. He was getting the Stepsister Bug setups, he was converting off of those, getting some throw attempts in.
Oh, yeah.
So he was actually able to capitalize on the advantages of his variation much more than it seemed like he was able to do so in Arachnophobia. Arachnophobia, we saw the Widow's Kiss not happening very often, and we didn't see the throw crushing blow once, despite getting a bug queued up at one point.
Yeah.
So
One thing,
really the other tools.
And Kusanagi, the hidden cursor random select, random variation too.
Oh man, he went random?
He's gonna go out in style. If Kusanagi is gonna get eliminated and go into losers, he's gonna go out in style.
All right, this is an interesting decision. Oh, he got a character he knows though. He got Frost.
He knows his character. Yeah, he knows his character.
This is the character I was expecting him to play. The NRS god smiling upon him. Kusanagi, you're not out of it yet.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh no, that's not a good way to start things off though. Immediate breakaway to stop the crushing blow. And Justin will catch him on the redemption combo attempt here. Jump kick, teleport. Okay, he's got the big conversions here. 37%.
For half his life already. You can tell he's in Kusanagi's head. He is definitely in his head.
He's in the driver's seat. Kusanagi merely a passenger on this. Only 10 damage done. And Justin's now 1 round away from taking this set 3-0. Kusanagi needs to turn it around here, and Frost is one of his mains, so no excuses of the random pick. Not at all. Okay, here we go. Full punish time. Oh, man.
This is the punish. Even with the move, that special move is very punishable. Justin didn't get the punish on it, thankfully.
Yeah, they're both playing a little bit of a gentleman's game here, perhaps. All right, gonna hit him away with her noggin. The Ganovich combo. Oh, just a gold combo.
Staying around
nice anti-air. Oh, the jab will be faster than the back one. Nice uppercut though. Kusanagi looking to try to take the momentum here. Justin's giving him no room to breathe at all. Short hop overhead connects. Another one. He's gonna throw him. Oh my god, I knew.
The mix-up.
Oh, the
Mercy,
mercy.
too.
Justin styling on him here.
Musa has the fatal blow, so if he gets any confirm, he's gonna confirm that right in a fatal blow.
Exactly, he could kill him. Oh no, but the
Oh,
jump over on the
upgrade.
get up attack, and Justin will take it in style. Brutality as well. That is the
Off with a head.
decapitation. I mean, it's fine. She does it to herself all the time. I think that we can probably fix it.
How is the robot bleeding here? I don't understand that.
She doesn't bleed when she takes it off. Imagine if she did. She just like takes it off and squirts you.
Blood just splattering everywhere every time
Yeah.
she does her main string.
Yeah, her like combo starting B&B string is just
Oh,
like
yeah.
spurting blood constantly. Well, I mean, it'd be Mortal Kombat, right? It'd be fitting.
Oh yeah. All I know is that YouTube would not. They would not like that.
Hey man, they're changing their policies. We can have all the
Oh, yeah.
digital violence we want. Yeah, we just have to put cell shading over the bum fight so we can put those on there too. You know that people will find a way to do it. They'll find a way to make real violence into cartoon violence, and then
Oh.
YouTube will have to bring the hammer back around.
Yeah, no more rainbow filters, hopefully.
Right? Everybody's got to change it up. All right, so Justin's 3-0. Kusanagi still in the losers bracket though, so not out of it
Still up.
quite yet here. We're gonna go ahead and get Stryker and Forever King. We were talking about this earlier. These individuals met tournaments. Stryker did come out on top, but we'll see if Forever King has been in the lab figuring some things out so that he can deal with his potential nemesis here in this bracket. I think he's the only player in the bracket that Forever King's lost to in this bracket. So this is the one roadblock that he knows will be an issue. Of course, players like Domoralize and others will still potentially cause a problem here. This is not going to be free, but Forever King looking to grab his spot here in the CGL Konsole Kombat II, $10,000.
This is definitely the highlight match I see in this top 16. Definitely the highlight match.
Agreed. Particularly with that little bit of history on it. Like I think watching Forever King play in general is quite the treat for individuals, but for this to be a match that he has actually played before and his opponent is somebody that has bested him, means that it'll be interesting to see what kind of adaptation Forever King has gone through, and it'll be interesting to see what Stryker can kind of do to try to, yet again win. And to beat Forever King is no easy feat, so it'll be a hype match no matter what we end up seeing here.
I personally want to see some Terminator, but with all the collector hype, he might just go for a collector. We never know. We'll see.
I want to say that when they played last, Stryker did use Terminator to beat Forever King.
Okay.
But of course, like we were saying, Forever King, top tier player for a reason. So what happened to him in that tournament, not necessarily going to be able to repeat that. So Forever King may be coming here armed with some anti-Terminator tech. So that might actually be something that Stryker's going to need to worry about, or at minimum be willing to adjust his Terminator gameplay. So if he has a plan, and even if he goes in with that same plan he had last time, if Forever King adapts, which he likely will, Stryker's gonna need to be willing to make the right adjustments with that character. Or like you were saying, maybe he'll switch over to Collector or one of the other characters that have been kind of hyped up a little bit more recently.
Just waiting for Forever King. Forever King, like you said, probably gonna run Garrus. Hopefully, same. Maybe some. I know he plays Infinite Ward. Maybe a switch up with New Era. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know he's a loyalist for Infinite Ward. And I did see on his Twitter that he was saying that he was looking for someone new to play because he was kind of saying how he was like Garrus kind of just played MK11 like perfectly, but kind of like not really his style.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's trying to pick up a new main. I don't think he's gonna use it in this tournament, obviously, but.
Well, I mean, this might be the best place to do it, right? He's got the LCQ coming up, and I believe via points. I'm not 100% sure if he qualified via points. Only 12 players made it, so quite the prestigious list. So that LCQ, he might be willing to put in some time. This is not a terrible place to get some practice. So if he's got another main in the arsenal, then we may end up seeing that perhaps. But I do also agree that his Gears has been the primary character that we've seen for him, both in offline and online events, I think. So
yeah. The exact words he said, Garrus was too honest. That's exactly that's the exact words he used. Too honest.
I don't know if Gears is honest, or that definition of honest seems intriguing to me because I thought that all of these characters were filthy liars. All of them. They all.
According to Sonic Fox, it seems like everybody's going up there in the top tier.
Yeah, I would arguably agree that I think that I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily either know enough as much as he does to really definitively say where I would put all the characters, but the idea that a lot of the characters are top tier totally is something that I can agree with, and I think is a testament to how great this game honestly is. Like they have done such an incredible job with the balancing on this game. It's really a step up every single time, and this is the best balance that NRS has had, especially out of the
Oh,
gate.
definitely.
And a lot of these characters are just, they're really fun. They're really good. And even characters that are played at the bottom, right? Who is the current bottom? It's like
He
Aaron
said it was
Black and
Sub-Zero and
Sub
Aaron.
Zero.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and both of those characters are characters that will ruin your day. Those characters are not MK9, Kano, and Baraka. That is
Oh yeah.
not what those are. Like every character in there is completely viable, and if you're not paying attention, all of these characters are able to take it away from you. So
Yeah.
I really like the variety this game has.
Yeah. Sonic also showing how Raijin is viable, and also Dirtbag. If you've watched his streams recently or like his Twitter, he's been using Dirtbag a lot, and he abuses that forward one string. It is +1 on block, and if you do that forward one string, the everybody who has a 7 frame poke, he will deny that with his down one. So as soon as he goes for forward one, you either have to guess either down one or grab. So he will completely dominate against almost all the cast, other than like of course Aaron Black and Garrus, where they have a 6 frame down one, so they will trade with it. But you can literally just go forward one. Either you're gonna down one, you're gonna grab, or if you finish the whole string, it does have a high gap in it, but sometimes you don't want to really risk it for the duck. So if you finish that string, it is plus, so you still have to guess if it's a down one or another grab. And Sonic Fox, he's been abusing that like entirely on his
Yeah, I
stream.
think that Kano is still really quite solid. I think it's interesting that I would think that you can interrupt the spit because the spit is the high part of the string. I don't
Yes.
think it is crushing blowable. It used to not be, at least, but I don't know if they ever fixed that. That was like one of the
I'm not
interesting
sure.
interactions. That was like, yeah, if you uppercut the spit, it doesn't do anything, even though it's listed as a high or whatever. But I mean, it works for me. +1 and his down one, and plus the way that his down one ends up
Oh
working
yeah,
is
and
like
his
down
spit.
one Kano ball or down one into like what are the down one into the acid. Like
Yeah.
it can be quite overwhelming to have that character on top of you.
And also he's showing how in the corner with that down one into the acid, with if you meter burn that, brings the little flame out, the Molotov flame, and
Hmm.
the corner pressure with that. Even if you grab, if you go down one into the acid again, that does entirely so much damage, and you're stuck in that forever. So his corner pressure is probably, like Sonic said, one of the best characters in the corner in the game currently.
Damn, that is pretty impressive. And of course, I think it's weird that we have to have Sonic Fox kind of crack open the game, but I think the reality is that there is stuff in there. And I think what also might be happening is that it's not as much of Sonic Fox himself cracking all of this open. I think he is a big part of it, but I'm sure that he gets ideas from other players in the community, and then he just puts them through his brain, which goes through them in a whole different way, and is able to, kind of come up with other different strategies and push that stuff even further forward. So I wouldn't say that Sonic Fox is the only Devore one. Obviously, he was one of the bigger names in the community and the biggest name that we have, and able to push that. But I really love the way that players have put the work in to have these things that players don't necessarily immediately gravitate to. We've seen like, oh, Kung Lao's not good anymore. Beginning of the game, now we've got players like Splash breaking into top eights all the time, and he was playing with
Mhm.
other Kung Laos. Like Scar was the other Kung Lao that he played. So it's really interesting to see these players really push through and make these characters and these variations that people don't necessarily immediately think are strong end up actually being really good.
Oh yeah, Raijin definitely was under the radar entirely, and everybody was putting Raiden the bottom of the tier list, worst character in the game. And then you see Sonic out of nowhere tweet that, "Oh, Raiden's S tier." Then he literally just shows everybody about Raijin how he's so good with the reversal and had making everything safe with that the staff push, with like being so negative, and put the pushback is ridiculous. So honestly, you just have to lab all the variations. You never know what's gonna pop up in a tournament or just any just set. All these unknown variations, you just need to explore it to honestly find how good they are. Just
And I
like
think
Rise.
we're gonna get more variations too. I think that we're not done with variations. Like Sub Zero has an unblockable freeze they didn't use, and Rising Ice, which is one of the cooler moves. And there's like Kung Lao's Buzzsaw isn't used. There's like a lot of stuff that is not currently in the game, or in the competitive side of the game, I should say, that is really quite interesting. Even Sindel, she just came out and she's got currently her flight seems weird. Like I don't know what the point of it really is. Her feet dangle too low to the ground that when NetherRealm was saying like, oh, use it to avoid projectiles. No, they don't avoid projectiles. Like they avoid a small number of projectiles. But she's got this whole like extra extensions from that ability that potentially, and that they looked like they were launchers in the trailer. I've actually never messed with it because I don't pay attention to too much of
Yeah,
the
I don't pay attention to that
competitive
either.
stuff. But it looks like it could be potentially really, really interesting. So we're probably going to be getting a fourth variation in there as well.
And even like with some characters, like even buffing some characters, what I want to see is bring some of those variation moves, just make it a whole base move. Honestly, like with even like something like Kano, where his variation where he has the combo extenders, just bring that as a base variation in all of his variations to even just buff him a little bit if you even need a buff, or just using some of the variation moves that they have used. Because I know Collector, he's low on variation moves after the third variation, so even just using some of the like the old variation moves to the fourth variation, just to put
Mm-hmm.
that in competitive. Also
Yeah,
mix it up a
I
little
think
bit.
that's not a terrible idea. To moving forward and making decisions about some characters is like, yeah, maybe we can make some of these moves a baseline move. I would argue that Noob Saibot's regular Spirit Ball, like he can't do any kind of zoning without that move. Like you can't really zone that great with low side because characters that can sit further than that are not afraid of it anymore, and the clone going away on hit. I'm not saying that stuff needs to happen right now, but if we're talking like a season 2 potential big updates, there's also even the idea of like, hey, we're going to add some new abilities. Noob Saibot's going to get his portals back. We're going to do some other stuff with the command grabs that Cassie used to have in the brawler variation or whatever.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I think there's stuff that is, or Scorpion's Demons is another example. I think there's stuff that is still potentially available in the game, and like because of the system that they've built, there is room to add new stuff to it and continuously keep this game fresh and exciting and all sorts of new stuff going on.
One of the things I do miss from Injustice 2 is the shaders where they brought like different characters in from like other characters.
Mm-hmm.
So like how they had Vixen with Cheetah and like Bruce Wayne with just Batman. I would like to see some of that in MK11, really, even just to bring in some different characters. Maybe like say if Ermac is never gonna come in, or like Reptile, if they're just not gonna be in fighter packs, to even just bring them as the skins, just to have them at least, just
Mm-hmm.
with other characters,
Yeah, I think
or
they could make that work to some extent, and I think there's room for that for sure. Like some of like Vixen isn't an exact 1-to-1 for Cheetah, and some of the other characters that they did that with, and it was still kind of the stuff that you can like look past and like, oh no, this is fine.
oh yeah. Or even something like how in MKX, where Katana had a Jade variation in this game, how Katana sorta has a Melina variation. So maybe just even with the new variations, bring in some new variation moves and just bring characters wholly through a variation maybe too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think Forever King is still having trouble joining. That is unfortunate because we just made a new lobby. I wonder what the problem is.
Hopefully this will.
Well, here's what we can do. We can, for the time being, we can skip to the next match, have them see if they can connect to each other. If they can connect to each other, then we can try to get them back in, or do we want to let them fight off stream? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just let them
Okay.
fight off stream then. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, man, Stryker versus Forever, wanted to see that match, but not going to be able to. We're going to have them play off stream, just so that we don't get hung up here all night. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next match, which is Soul Warrior versus Crispy Fungus.
Soul Warrior. So Soul Warrior, he is Shao Kahn players in this tournament. We're the few in this game who play Shao Kahn. And Crispy, he is also a collector main. He's used collector even before all the collector hype. He's one of the sole collector mains that I saw before, maybe even before the third variation or the buff with the collector. He's using collector.
Yeah, there definitely are quite a few Knock Nottins out there been kind of playing the game and willing to put the time in with the characters. Long before this new collector hype started, Deadly Rebel, one of the players team that I'm with, also one of the premier Collector players, and yeah, he was on the scene playing with Collector and trying to make that character work long before this new recent hype about how good this character is. I think there is some part of me that feels like, man, it's like, man, why does it take Sonic Fox wanting to look at a character for everybody
Yeah.
to look at the character? I wish that some of that stuff could happen a little bit more organically, but the other reality is that it totally does. It's just Sonic Fox is the one that can do it so prolifically. But like, Sonic Fox didn't look at Jackie and bring Jackie, for example, maybe to the forefront. Definitely not upgraded. Sonic Fox hasn't been playing upgraded, but other players have been pushing that character and making that character look really good. Yep, exactly. Silver Eye, and I'm sure there's others that I can't think of, but people have been pushing the other stuff. Yeah, Deoxys is also switched over to upgraded. Yeah. So there are definitely other players that are putting the work in. Video Games Yo is the one that put Shao Kahn on the map, for example, really pushing that character. That wasn't a Sonic Fox joint. So there are definitely other players out there that are really pushing the envelope with some of these characters. So, and we're gonna get to see here one of these characters that is definitely underrepresented. Some would say for good reason. Others would say that you're sleeping on the Emperor. We got Shao Kahn here, and he's gonna actually be up against Johnny Cage. So Crispy's gonna be
Crispy.
Yeah, no Collector here.
I have not seen him play Johnny. I know I've seen him play both Collector and Kano, but I have not seen his Johnny before.
Fight.
This did mean that Crispy Fungus did beat Frosty to get here. Right now, so weird. He's gonna try and zone out take out, which is a risky move, but
yeah, you see him backing away here. He's got that hammer buff up. The stray hit with that hammer could turn into some massive damage. Although right now, looking at the resources, it's just gonna turn into a breakaway. He went for it. There's the punish.
Obvious. When that upgrade comes up, you just have to watch out for that down one and the cancel. They almost go for every single time, Shao Kahn players.
I mean, the risk reward, I know they take a combo if they don't. You do catch them, but so many players like to push buttons. They're very buttonsy that if you catch them off guard into the Annihilation cancel, the reward is massive. We're getting tagged with that Rising Star though.
Crispy's gonna take the first round. One thing about Shao Kahn is that down 4 is one of the farthest reaching, one of the best down 4s in the game, and his stand 1 is very plus on block. Same with that kick. Stand 3. I want to say it is. See Johnny, the one thing he can do is that from that poke he can make anything safe with that move, that Rising Star.
Oh, there's it. Hits him with the end of that hammer. One of the best. 4 on block. When you see Yo Video Games play and definitely talk about the character, he definitely highlights his standing one of the better jabs in the game. He's got more hammers, pocket hammers. You see that? He just tosses them on the ground, doesn't care.
Oh yeah. And one thing about Shao Kahn is he does have some fall spot gaps that he can abuse. One of his downfalls. First, he's gonna try and go in. Yeah, he can just abuse that down 4 range. Oh, and there we go. He's gonna take it with that. That he did unblock in the last hit. He might have been trying to fall spot gap, trying to get that gap. I'm not really sure. And once again, Soul Warrior, he's just gonna try and zone out, take out. It's very risky, but he's gonna try it.
I mean, one of the other things too that happens once he gets 3 of those spears queued up, he's got access to some of those easier to do crushing blows, 1-2 throw. It's not that bad. It's a jab punish. So if he blocks a shadow kick or even ducks one or gets in there, as long as he's got enough spears queued up for it, you can start getting access to this really explosive damage.
See, Crispy either was ducking or just not respecting those plus frames.
Get out of the air with that, man. These fourth balls are some other kind of fireball here. And a character like Johnny Cage doesn't really make sense. Here, we were just talking about it. Just gonna crush. Yes, it is. Look at that massive damage. Life Lead now gonna go straight over to Soul Warrior.
Warrior only needs a couple hits. He can zone out at this point.
Yeah, this zoning is working. That's what I was saying, is that he just needs that one stray hit with the crushing blow, and that zoning totally paid off.
That cancel, he's gonna get the grab on him.
Opens him up. A few more hits will do. One more trade though with a spear. We'll close it out. Jumping over it. Johnny Cage is in there. Oh, Warrior. A little bit of trouble here. Man from downtown swinging the hammer for the ankles, and that'll be Soul Warrior taking game 1.
Both down to 1 hit. Either of them could have taken that right there, but Soul Warrior barely got it. I'm interested to see if Crispy's gonna switch from Johnny Cage. His Johnny Cage did look pretty good. I don't see a reason for switching, but I know he's been a Soul Collector main, so he might go for that, or even his Kano.
Yeah, I think Johnny Cage is not a bad pick, but if he's trying to pick it to maybe play to the matchup a little, sometimes you just gotta abandon your strategy that seems better on paper and go for what sticks down deep down in your instincts, and that's usually to play your character regardless of the matchup. Sometimes you just got to play what you're comfortable with, so we'll see if he's going to stick with trying to potentially go for what he may perceive as a bad matchup, or we're going to see the collector come back at.
That's one thing I see from a lot of players. They try and go for the character that has the better matchup, but you can even see it in tournaments. Like sometimes Zillage get completely crushed with that character, and as soon as they play their main, it's a much closer match. Because sometimes, like you said, honestly, just play what you're comfortable with. Even if it's a bad matchup, even if it saves a 6-4 or even somehow a 7-3, which I don't think there's any in this game, but it
There's
somehow
very
is
few if there
7-3.
are.
Yeah, just sometimes you have to play your main, just stick with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Stetrion and a couple of the other upper tiers can shut down a couple characters 7-3, but for the most part, it's 6-4, and it's absolutely in a first to 2 setting. This is first to 3 here, but like an offline tournament is first to 2 up until top 8. In a first to 2 setting, you can absolutely like 6-4 means you win 4 games, they win 6. You can win 2 games before like you can easily win those 2 games before they do. So.
That's what's good about you. Like you said, best out of 5, you have that 1 game leeway over the first of 2.
It feels so much better too. We've definitely even seen players asking that the pro competition be moved over to first to 3 across the board. I honestly don't think I agree with it though. As much as I like the idea of playing first to 3 got put in because MKX was so fast, and this game is not like that. And the other reality is that like Tekken, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, everything else, Dragon Ball, they all do first to 2. We're not pushing.
Okay.
Oh, block shoulder. I'm gonna grab just a shadow kick punish, but that is gonna send him to full screen where he can get his zoning done.
He has a huge life advantage. He can do whatever he wants this play. Even goes for the raw shadow kick. That is so punishable, but he did not care.
Just throwing it out there, man. For a silent mime, that costume is so loud. Look at it. Oh no! The uppercut
wake up.
So good. 9-frame wake up. Flawless block and even reduce that chip significantly. I want to say that when you flawless block something, you take like 10% of the chip, which is quite a small amount, given that chip is already rather small.
What I like right there, Crispy's giving so much respect to Soul Warrior. Just waiting for that one touch. That was really good from Crispy. He just completely waited, stood there, blocked everything Soul Warrior took to him, and as soon as he found his opening, he took that one last hit he needed. Sweep one knockdown. He's gonna go for the roll. The air to air drops the combo, but has the corner pressure from Soul Warrior. Techs the grab too. He's abusing that sweep. They're plus range. Their sweep. Those jump-ins into the plus frames. He's gonna respect it this time. He's gonna go for the full string. That full string is punishable, so I do not think he's gonna go for that full string.
Rising Star, spinning the meter, about to get him Marv amplified back though here. So offense there, spends it yet again, just willing to empty the count as soon as he's paid. Ooh, the hammer gonna catch. No conversion though off that. Now the life lead will be on the side of Soul Warrior. Low, staggers here. Fatal blow cancels again here. Crispy opening him up with that, and of course he gets to keep his fatal blow. It's obviously on cooldown here, but he does get to keep it moving into the next round if we go there, and potentially later on here. It's back available to him now. Oh, never mind. He's not going to have a chance here in this round, as the fatal blow from Soul Warrior will close it out here and kind of tie it up in game 2.
It's just such a close match. This is really close. Either one is definitely take this match.
Final round.
Again, they're going to start full screen. We're once again just going to go for that zoning. Crispy's going to be going in. He's going to go for the random shadow kick. He's going to hit him. He definitely has the life advantage now. He can save back all he
Soul
wants.
were to duck underneath that shadow kick, that's full uppercut crushing blow. Like, that can be so dangerous. But Crispy's been making the right reads with those shadow kicks. I want to say that he's like been able to get almost every single one of them in without a problem, and definitely has not eaten a crushing blow yet. I think that's part of the power of the mid fireball, though. It forces people to be there blocking. People are not neutral ducking your fireballs, so they're holding the block button, and that means that shadow kick is gonna at minimum be blocked, and oftentimes can catch them off guard if they're trying to jump.
Warrior with those plus frames is gonna go for that grab. He's gonna keep the pressure going. Even when Crispy's trying to jump on wake up, he's gonna catch him. Does drop the shoulder charge. And Crispy's gonna get the full combo with the cancel.
Okay, fatal blow combo cancel. Doesn't get any sort of big conversion. He might have even wanted to go into the fatal blow. He would have gotten more damage out of that. I don't think he would have killed, though. He needed to go into a nut punch for the launcher first.
He's gonna sit down, both respecting each other.
Soul full bars a meter, and that neutral jump will do it. And now Soul Warrior up 2-0, and this is interesting now because we're seeing Crispy still on Johnny Cage. Do you think he's gonna go into his final life still sticking with Johnny Cage?
Well, he's down 2-0. He has played pretty good these last couple matches, but if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out there, main, your collector. You might as well just go with the bread and butter, what you've been playing all this game since it came out. I don't see him not switching to collector at this point. He has to go out with his main.
Yeah, I think Collector is not a bad idea, and of course, I don't think that Collector is a bad matchup here for Shao Kahn. It's not like he was playing. Oh, he doesn't know how many it is. The
No?
classic.
Okay. Doesn't know it's first 3.
Well, that means he was definitely gonna think he was gonna go out on what's it called on Johnny Cage then.
Oh yeah.
He didn't even know he had another game.
Get him back in here. Ooh.
Okay, so Stryker and Forever King are unable to connect to one another.
It's unfortunate.
Oh man, all right. Well, I mean, I think we can have a pretty hype game of rock paper scissors here if you guys want to message me your play. So rock paper scissors and send me your message with what your play is.
Let's do it live.
Unless you guys really just want a coin flip. Then you guys still gotta tell me heads or tails. That sucks. You guys played before. You guys for sure played before. Yeah, whichever is easier for you.
Oh. Crispy. No.
Yeah, we gotta get Crispy back in here too.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that part? Perfect. Alright.
One thing I saw Soul Warrior doing good is one thing with Shao Kahn, he does have some decent amount of plus frames, and Soul Warrior, he abuses plus frames with I think it's 1-4, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure because it's Shao Kahn and I'll play him. He used that the +1 string with the stand 1 a little bit, and what's the other 1 plus string? The oh yeah, the kick, the far kick, kind of like collector's kick. That's also plus. He was abusing that. He likes what I see like to do is he goes for the jump in with the jump 2 and goes for that. Like I said, I think it's 3-4 with after that plus. He goes for that a lot, and you have to guess either grab or mid. Respect that. And Crispy, once again, he's gonna go straight to collector. He's gonna go out with his main.
I like this play.
Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
He's gonna play that first.
Dude, rock paper scissors is hype. The last time we did this, it was super fun. RPS is rock paper scissors.
Round 1. Fight.
Jumps over mids. Go for that teleport. That is unsafe if you know that's coming. Gonna go for the full combo. He's gonna get a lot of damage. Breakaway could come out, but no, it's not gonna happen. He's gonna go for the down 2, bro. That thing is hard to connect, but Crispy's playing this character enough. He definitely knows the timing. You can see Soul Warrior. He's gonna back up. He's playing at more of a range this time around. Give Crispy a lot of respect. Goes for that down 1 into the hammer. He's gonna get punished for that. Collector can do a lot of damage. You can do a lot of unbreakable damage, or even go for the full 4-4 into 3 and get that full damage. Again with the plus frames. Isn't gonna finish the full string. Crispy's waiting for that full string every single time. It's never coming out. Again, he's gonna take that first round pretty not convincingly, but he was definitely in the lead. Oh, he teleports behind him. He's gonna catch him to the low. Gonna make that unbreakable. Has a bar, but decided not to use it. And the random shoulder charge doesn't get punished. Crispy's gonna get him in the corner. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Drops the combo. Got the unfortunate short top. Definitely going for that jump 2. That jump 2 is hard to connect sometimes. And that jump's gonna get called with the mid, but he's gonna just float there. And the escape failed. Does have those crushing bow throws. Shao Kahn does have. Gonna get the knockdown. Gonna get the wake up. And again, the down 1 into the hammer. He's gonna get punished again. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go for the unbreakable damage. Gonna confirm that fatal blow. This is gonna be a ton of damage. This is gonna be max unbreakable damage. 433. That is not. Oh, he's gonna roll and use fatal blow. That's gonna punish, and that's gonna give Soul Warrior the game. He's gonna take that 3-0.
Oh man, the fatal blow to close it out. Doing it in style. All right, so Stryker won game 1 of RPS. We got the first game. So you guys go ahead and send me your second one.
Oh, that fatal. And in the body. Oh, head came right out of the crotch.
He pooped out his head. It's like a baby.
Shao Kahn wins.
That helmet is sick though. Collector has some good gear.
I think Collector is one of the coolest designs for MK. Devora and Collector are super awesome. I think they're really, really like weird oddballs in just the right way that they need to be. I think that's really, really fun.
One thing I like to do is play around with Baraka's helmets. He has some very, very interesting helmets.
Very Urukai ones.
Oh yeah. I do like some of the characters where they have a hat like Sonya. You can just make them take it off entirely. Just show that hair. Crispy's still gonna be in this. He's gonna be losers bracket. Has to play one more match for top 8.
All right.
Not out of this yet. None of these players we just saw are out. They're still in losers. Have another chance to make that top 8. Take that championship. Qualify for that 10K.
It actually does look like Kusanagi and Gorilla de Menace did lose, unfortunately, so they have been sent home. But Crispy will have an opportunity here in the losers bracket, and I think we're going to be moving into top 8. We've got a couple of those matchups for top 8 already done here. We're just trying to figure out what's going to happen with rock paper scissors Forever King versus Stryker. Right now, Stryker up 1-0. Forever King has hit me up with his vote. What's it going to be? What is going to be your weapon of choice?
Rock paper scissors.
Choose your weapon.
Up the fate. It's intense waiting for that rock or that paper. The scissors.
So, Forever King went rock, and Stryker went rock. The throw has been teched. We're back to neutral. It's still 1-0.
Ooh. No.
You guys gotta send me again. Rock versus rock.
I'm gonna guess someone's gonna pick paper. I'm gonna guess it. Someone's gotta pick paper. They saw both those rocks. Paper's coming out.
I mean, Stryker opened up with paper though. This is about to get real meta here. What is the next play?
This is the true.
Stryker's on defense right now though. He's just protecting. He's got the lead.
This is the real 33% guess.
Do the ultimate.
The ultimate.
All right, so while we wait for them to hit me up with their next RPS, we're gonna go ahead and get invites out for our top 8 matches here. So go ahead and pull
is this Terminator in terms of rock paper scissors?
What?
Is this Terminator in terms of this with that command grab overhead or low?
Almost, yeah. Basically, it kind of feels like it. All right, so Crispy and Enzo are gonna go ahead and play off stream. And then for top 8, we got Domoralize versus Justin. That's going to be our first game. And then the winner of this rock, paper, scissors bout versus Soul Warrior will be after that.
Justin, I do see him playing Scorpion. Same with Demoralize. I don't see him switching from Garrus. He did have that Sindel out, but didn't look like it was fully refined, so he might stick with the Garrus.
Yeah, Sindel did not stick around.
I know Demoralize does play some multiple characters. He has a little of a Cetrion, I saw. I've played a little bit of a Cetrion. Likes to dabble around in a lot of characters. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying they're just entirely switching to Sindel, like Koizi, and I know Slink wants to try and stick with her, and apparently Demoralize looks like he's wanting to try and use her too. So see how many Sindel players last. Kind of see like the same effect as Nightwolf. When Nightwolf first came out, everybody was saying he's going to use Nightwolf.
Oh,
Ended up with a few Nightwolf mains, and
these people hate
nothing otherwise.
technology. Straight cavemen. Rock versus Rock again. Stryker and Forever King have both submitted Rock. So, but who is gonna budge first? Now becomes the question: who budges? Who budges? When they budge, do they budge to paper, bait, or when the secret pocket scissors comes out? I don't want to think too much about it.
Do they even know any other option than Rock at this point?
Stryker opened with paper, so he has found
Okay.
paper, but he's not a
Oh,
fan
he
of
found paper. Okay.
Oh man. So Stryker tries to make the play. He busts out the scissors, anticipating the Rock, but Forever King is caveman through. Rock beats scissors, tied up 1-1.
Oh, Forever King, the 3 in a row Rock. Damn. He does not want to give up. Has Forever King thrown anything but Rock so far?
Forever King is full caveman rocks only.
Dang.
He has not gotten into the paper or the scissors age. I don't know when they invented, but
Mix up.
okay. So we're waiting on Justin's to join the game, and we're waiting on now Forever King to submit his vote here in this tied up 1-1 game of rock paper scissors. What's the shimmy? Is this where Forever King switches it up? Does he have a pair of scissors of his own to brandish? Or perhaps the ultimate play of Rock again?
Gonna stick with Fred Flintstone. You're gonna hop in a CVS, buy a pair of scissors. I don't think they had that back then. So
I mean, arguably Rock wins, like in the logic department anyway. Paper covers Rock, Rock flexes on paper and doesn't care. So I think the Rock all the way is not a terrible strat, but you never know, man. He got busted on the first one. There was paper prepared in advance.
waiting on
Come on,
Justin.
Justins. Get in the game.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Forever King started to type something, but then he changed it. It went away.
He was about to type the Rock, and then he's thinking in his head.
He almost committed to the Rock, but he's like, hold on. I need to phone a friend to make sure this is the right thing.
He's gonna help.
They're just sending the word. It would be a lot to demand in the idea, but I had to search for 20 minutes to post the fire emoji today for the first time. Can you just type it? Oh man, it's like it's not a food, it's not a dog. Where do they hide the fire emoji?
It's not a food, it's not a dog.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not in with all the
not a
trains or
flag.
whatever. It's not like a car. I didn't know where they put fire emoji at all.
Is this on your phone or
No, I was typing on Twitter.
on Twitter? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on Twitter, and I was like scrolling through, and I was like,
I'll say
none of
because
these
I know
have fire.
I know an iPhone where you text, you literally just type the word and it'll pop up the emoji right there, and you just click on it. Yeah.
All right, I think we've got a conclusion here in our rock paper scissors.
Justin finally connected.
Stryker has gone rock, and Forever King went scissors.
Oh, he's when he switches up.
Yeah, he
Stryker
switched
goes
it up,
back.
but Stryker was ready for the rock. So
Yeah.
Stryker will be moving on. That is the shitty way to do a Mortal Kombat tournament, but
I just
what it
imagine.
is. So, but he's only into the he's in this losers bracket, so he can still show up and rock paper scissors him again, depending on how things go.
Another rock paper scissors me.
Yeah,
I just
hopefully
imagined in
not.
my head just two Terminators guessing with grab overhead or low. That was a whole match. Whole match.
Oh wait, let me put it 2-1. Let me edit the results. 2-1. All right, so Stryker does win. 2-1. Let me put in the chat. Rock paper scissors.
And again, Domoralize not gonna go with the Garrus or Sindel. He's gonna go with that Cetrion. Justin, he already got that escape failed right there. That means it's loaded up. Next time, whenever he does that fourth throw, he can go for that crushing blow if he needs. And in this matchup, both of them have a teleport. Gonna make it a little odd.
Oh, twist the uppercut. Try and get that throw.
Watch this plus off that stand one. The wake up buttons catches him. Doesn't confirm for the full combo. Expecting it not to hit.
Wow. How long do you think the Thursday the 30th jokes go away?
Oh, that's gonna last a while. That's gonna last forever.
That's like 13-0 status.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's gonna be exactly like the 13 perfect legend.
That got dark so quick. It almost got tough to watch.
Round 2.
Was gonna cash out on that round. Gonna take it. He's just gonna teleport, switch to sides, but again, Domoralize just gonna wake up with the buttons, gonna get the full combo this time. Domoralize is perfectly fine with wake up buttoning.
Man, 230 damage for a bar? That seems low.
Cetrion, I mean, do you really want her to do more damage, to be honest?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
I just want to ask Koizi where he gets more damage from, because I swear I've seen bigger numbers.
I've seen him on Twitter with those optimals.
Yeah, I must have just started off with a different situation. Because definitely, you know, Cetrion absolutely has access to some of those bigger, huge combos, especially off of that crushing blow. She's got a couple of different launches.
I see some wave dash from Domoralize? I thought I just saw that.
It wouldn't shock me. Domoralize definitely one of those players that puts the work in. So we'll find that new shiny tech. Almost able to kill with that uppercut. Not quite enough, but the follow-up will do it here, and Domoralize will take game one. Domoralize was definitely one of the other players we were talking about early on as potential to take this whole thing here. I think Forever King obviously still a really solid player, despite having been sent to the loser's bracket via shenaniganry of rock paper scissors. But I think Domoralize, Stryker, and Forever King are some of the upper level players right now. But we've still got players like Soul Warrior here and Justin looking to shake things up with a bit of an upset. Soul Warrior definitely going to be running on that matchup unfamiliarity. However, thinking about it, the Shao Kahn unfamiliarity isn't going to be as much of a prospect versus Stryker, who also plays Shao Kahn a little bit.
Out of this matchup, it's not so one of Cetrion's bad matchups, but more of like you have to play it differently since Scorpion does that teleport, so you got to play that neutral. Can't really be zoning that much.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Cetrion, obviously one of the better zoners in the game, but a character like Scorpion really shuts down zoning across the board. I don't think there's any character that can comfortably zone against Scorpion.
No, definitely not.
So Scorpion definitely one of the more hard counters to zoning, but it doesn't mean that Cetrion can't play in the neutral or whatever. She's not completely handicapped when it comes to up close games, and Domoralize definitely showing some of that off here as well.
The one thing that makes her really good, she has those good normals, good zoning. The only downside is that damage. Other than that, she has everything she needs. He's gonna go. I think that was a guess on the close teleport. Didn't grab it that time.
Ooh, nice block on that. That's going to be punishable. Too close for those spears. A lot of Scorpion players feel really comfortable throwing the spear at full screen because it often is
special.
punishable. But the short hop loads coming through. Oh no! This is going to be big damage. That breakaway immediately going to stop it though. Right now, Domoralize starting to run out of health here.
Really unsafe teleport going unpunished.
Back-to-back short hops here.
That grab is going to put him at a tick. Gets to chip him out.
Oh, there it is. No defensive bar to save him on that last breath there. So that string able to do enough damage here. And Justin's will take round one a game of two.
Looking much better than first game. Already starting off the round. Domoralize going to get that full combo, bring him the advantage.
240
wall?
though, not great damage.
Yeah, not great damage, but he's gonna bring in some damage.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta slowly start to add it up, and it'll get there. Of course, still has access to a lot of the crushing blows and stuff that he hasn't used quite yet. That might come in handy with closing this out.
That mind game with that downward wall. Finishes the string that time. Justin expects it not to finish. Oh, there's short hops. It's like 3 in a row.
Is that gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Nice conversion there. Of course, he still had the meter too to send it into divines and all sorts of combos.
The way around this time, Justin got him in the corner. That teleport's gonna bring him right back in it.
Cancel. Get out. Oh, nice duck on the throw. No, full punish though. He missed that full string to hit him with a little jab there.
Strong in the grab, got the escape failed. And again, the downward mind game with that wall. They respect it. That teleport cans got canceled by the stand 1 from Cetrion.
Swinging with those jabs there now, just controlling the space. She really honestly has some of the better range on her. It's not just the range of her arm, right? It's got wind on the end of it, so they go actually quite further than a lot of other characters do. Especially with jabs. Some of the characters have weapons that they swing, but those are often a lot slower.
It's just a mystical little string there. Stagger's coming out.
Oh wow, we're gonna go with the fatal blow. We'll go for that throw. Kicking in time. This is gonna be real close here. Yep, 30 health left here for Domoralize. He still has his own fatal blow though, so Scorpion's gonna need to be careful. One stray move could end it for him here.
Dashes but down 4. Ooh.
Yep, he stood up for that short hop attack and then went ahead and took his own turn and able to close it out. So Justin's on the board here, tying it up 1-1.
Definitely close match. Better looking than the first game. Justin gonna take it, of course. What Domoralize? Not sure if he's gonna switch it. I don't know if he likes this matchup. I definitely want to set you on weirder matchups, like I said. Maybe gonna switch with the Garrus. Maybe even maybe a Terminator. Maybe a Sindel. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, Domoralize definitely a player with quite a few characters in his arsenal. I know I've ran into his Scarlet, I ran into his Cabal, and then I know he's got a really solid Cetrion we're seeing here. We also saw Gears from him earlier, as well as Sindel, so Domoralize has quite the arsenal of characters here available to him. Going to be sticking with Cetrion here, though, obviously. Coming off of a win. But we do see Justin's locking in with, it looks like, Scorpion here. I haven't seen Justin's play anything else. I want to say that the few times I've ran into him in Combat League as well has been me running into him and playing against his Scorpion. I don't think that I've played with many of his other characters. If he has any others, he might be a diehard Scorpion main. And man, I got a shout out to the character loyalists that play only one character. Some of them maybe play 2, but it takes a lot of work.
Especially like a character like Scorpion. Hard.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a lot harder to play a character like Scorpion non-stop, just because I feel like it's one of the easier characters to get fatigued on, because you run into it so much. Everybody knows who Scorpion is, so you get a lot of complaints, I'm sure, about your Scorpion if you are a diehard Scorpion main, and because Scorpion's the face of the game, you see him all the time.
One thing is, I know from personally playing a little bit of Reborn. Reborn is so much fun with those teleport cancels, so Justin might just be hooked.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And arguably, to play a neutral like that, it feels weird maybe to play a different game of neutral, because you don't have that access to turn literally everything into a cancelable teleport. So I could definitely see that being a thing where, Scrum Scorpion players kind of get into the feel of yo, I have this teleport cancel, I'm all over the place, and they don't like playing characters that they feel like are much more stuck or rooted in what they have to do without that mobility. Nice anti-air. Best media in the game. Oh no!
Down 2 on that short hop. Go for the Oki.
Nice block. He was ready. Domoralize baited that out so hard. You saw him go ahead and get that combo. Went for, like you said, the key off the wall, and he just went for empty jump. He baited out the armor, and we saw Justin basically reacting immediately, pulling out that sword, going for the fatal blow, but Nice block there from Demoralize, and as well as the full punish straight into Fatal Blow. No chance to save yourself. You know,
Let's go.
Ooh, chicken legs.
The Freddy Krueger. Look at
Fatality.
his face.
It looks painful.
Wins.
Oh. Look at his hand's wide open too. Just
He's trying to catch
grasping.
Firmly grasp it. Give him a jellyfish net. All right, so that was only 2, right? That was 2-0 here for Demoralized. 2-1.
2-1.
For Demoralized. So Justin's still in this. I still think, though, like we were saying, that Scorpion is not a bad character for this. And, of course, that came down to a Fatal Blow attempt and getting killed by a Fatal Blow. So when the games are that close, you know, the only way you can get hit by a Fatal Blow is if you almost kill him in the first place. So there is that little bit of, you take solace in that you pushed him that far, you can push him that far again, and you just got to make the right read and close it out.
One thing Justin's been using is those stand 1 staggers. One of the good staggers of Scorpion. He's been catching him with the 1-1-2. Icy Demoralize. He's not really blocking the last 2, and then he gets the knockdown and he has to guess on that knockdown.
Round 1. Fight.
That punish. Grab that sweet 23% Cetron always likes.
Yep, it's not bad. You only need about 4 of those and the game's over, right?
Oh yeah. It's been awful.
Haven't seen very many rocks thrown in this matchup, though, and I think it's because of that straight threat of the teleport. That some of the air lasers, some of the even just the geysers at full screen, a lot of the usual Cetrion tools are not being used, but Demoralize still able to hang in there and put the work in without having to use those tools.
Yeah, it's always fun to see an aggressive Cetrion play, because you can just even see, see a lot of hers, and it gets a little boring, but she does 100% has that aggressive buttons, that good neutral. She can play it all she wants. She can play whatever range she wants.
Absolutely. And it's also fun to see players forced to adapt. It's not a case of even like Demoralize is necessarily a aggressive Cetron. It's just that in this particular matchup, he has to play like that. So it's showing that he's got the skill to play like that. The character has the tools, and it's the perfect blend between for this player to be able to kind of be faced with some of these scenarios. Like, you know what, it's fine. I don't need the zoning. And you see that also out of other players as well. That kind of run into certain characters, like, you know, any zoning character plays a Jade. Okay, I can't zone, but players will still put the work in and persevere through that. And like, hey man, I don't need fire.
Even like you're saying with Jade, she has all those variations. Even if you don't want to zone with Jade, go pick her second or third variation. Switch it up a little bit. He's gonna catch him in the corner, Demoralize. Maybe for that maybe that jump 3 was for that floss block.
Okay, barriers. More barriers with the Amplify. Caught him trying to push. The barrier is punishable on block, but the Amplify will almost always catch the follow-up, so we gotta be ready.
Again, gotta get that combo in the corner. Do a little more damage from before.
300 damage that time, not bad. Opens him up with a throw to follow up. Nice jump over the wake-up attack, and this is going to be a full conversion, and of course, no breakaway to stop it. That meter was spent on the get-up attack. Working on a flawless here right now. Oh, I thought he was going to give him the Koizi, instead opening him up with a throw. One more hit will do, though. Okay,
wake-up
there goes the flawless. No flawless here, as Justin's going to be able to stick it into overdrive here. Only a true master.
Demoralize only needs one hit, and that's gonna be it.
Demoralize able to close it out with, it looks like she was swinging those vines on her back with chains. Was that an attack? Did she use her vines as part of it?
I know it's something with her 2.
Okay.
I think it's forward 2 maybe stand 2. I don't really recall, but she really uses everything in her roll kit. That big circle dome behind her head too. And that was winners, so Justin's still in this. Demoralize is going to go into winners finals. It's going to be our next match. Cetrion also is considered to be The second best character in most people's eyes, so not surprised that she's frequently played. Johnny the only one overtopping her, seems like. And in chat, I see how do you play? What you do is usually the bracket link. What I usually see is on Twitter. There's always a bracket link. You want to follow Constantly Gaming on Twitter. Just hop on their Twitter, and when they post that bracket link, just press on the link, sign up on Smash.gg, make an account, and it's free. It's free to enter, and you always get a chance to even qualify for that 10K qualifier. Have it.
One sec. Trying to figure out what's going on with this. Hmm.
Ooh. Steak finally coming in. I saw Steak DQ'd. He's in chat now, though. Let's see the fight. Dream Eater, do you know what our next match is gonna be?
I believe it's going to be Stryker and Soul Warrior. So we're going
Stryker
to
and
have
Soul
Shao
Warrior.
Kahn versus whoever Stryker decides to play. I still would like to see Terminator because his Terminator is so hyped to watch, but we'll see who ends up picking.
One thing I do miss is like Terminator. I feel like they just didn't hit the ball with his really personality. How like when you like play Predator and like Alien, you kind of felt that. Terminator, I kind of see that missing in this game. I kind of feel like I'm just playing just a robot, but he definitely is a great character with those 33% mix-ups. That command grab can choose either what side he goes on to. That meter burn even has a crushing blow on a command grab, which not on even a roll, but what you have to do is move the command grab in every way you can. You have to do a back throw, a forward throw, and meter burn each, and he gets that crushing blow, that ton of damage. Like I said, one of the few command grabs that doesn't actually trigger off a roll, like Kano and Collector.
I wish there was more of those. I think that's a really interesting mechanic, is catching people rolling and stuff. I wish more of that stuff happened. I want to say that if you catch somebody rolling at the right time with certain meaties that trigger on counter hit, that it counts as punishing a roll, for example. So you can still get crushing blows for baiting out a roll properly with some of those strings as well. Although I feel like a lot of those strings often start as highs.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, yeah, Terminator, he does have the high command grab. And in the second variation, that run cancel too, even though it has a grab on there. Definitely a mix-up character. And yeah, and here we go. Stryker's gonna pick Terminator. He's gonna pull it out.
Yes. I love it.
Gonna see the hype. So Warrior gonna stick with Shao Kahn. Not really expecting any other character from him. He's basically a Shao Kahn loyalist. I haven't seen anything else from him.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Soul Warrior play anybody else either. I think that the entire time that I've seen Soul Warrior game, it's been all Shao Kahn, and there are not very many players that you can say that. Most players, even if they are like a diehard, you've maybe stumbled into them before or played some casual sets. And I don't play casual Soul Warrior, so that might be contributing part of it, but I have never seen this man pick anything other than Shao Kahn, and that kind of dedication clearly paying off as it's brought him this deep into the tournament here, still on the winner's side with the Emperor.
In the future, we drive humanity to extinction.
Tell me more.
I love the intros in MK.
Fight.
Yeah, I really like how creative those are. If you look at other fighting games, they're starting to get into that swing of having the characters talk to each other. And Mortal Kombat also didn't start it. You know, Guilty Gears had Kai and Soul having a whole flashy fight since Accent Core or whatever. But the way that they're all, you can always kind of get a different one, and they're all unique for each character. I really like how much effort they put into it.
Right there, that was amazing from Stryker. He ducked the high and went for the on it. And even gonna get that shotgun crushing blow. I barely see that. Poke after that stagger. He's gonna react to that. So we're gonna keep trying jumping. It's not gonna work. And again with a duck. Stryker's gonna duck that every single time. It doesn't work once for Soul Warrior.
Round 2. Fight.
And just gonna back up. So Warrior, definitely a fan of that spear. That's gonna jail. One still, so Warriors never finished that string since he's playing on the floss block from Stryker. That's gonna be a full combo into the corner. Get that command grab, getting it fully loaded up. Starting to get a little up. He's gotten the back grab, he's gotten the forward grab. Down forward, denying him. Over and over again.
Taking those plus frames. Nice patience there from Stryker, though. Not going to get caught up by that. Try to poke underneath. Okay, both of them are just going to whiff.
And he guesses right. Punishment for that grab. And the crushing blow.
Breakaway available. Going to use it. Okay, see. Now, fatal blow to stop the pressure from mounting.
That's going to do some damage. Can Soul Warrior make this comeback? It can happen. Shao Kahn is not a player who makes a lot of comebacks, low damage, but we can see if he does it. Well, he's gonna pull out that green hammer. You know the down one's gonna come. Stryker can't sit with the air grab. He's gonna finish the round. He's gonna catch the game one.
The Terminator wins.
Great play from Stryker.
Yeah, this Terminator is really hyped to watch. One of my favorites. I played Terminator a little bit when the game first came out, or when the character first came out. Just kind of, I do that with all the DLC characters, just trying to get a feel for them. But I definitely don't put in that time and dedication that Stryker has. So as fun as it is playing a character when it first comes out and finding stuff, it is super exciting watching players that have put that much more work in, finding some of that deeper, harder to reach stuff, even just higher execution stuff that might be a little bit daunting for week 1. But here, looking at like week 6 or 7 now, Stryker is feeling real comfortable with this character, and it is super exciting to watch.
It's definitely nice to see a really good Terminator using all of his tools. And I can't get over how Stryker was ducking that really long high from Shao Kahn and just getting a full combo punish from that. That is just making the right read.
He's not afraid of other mids from that range, right? I mean, I think that's what it has to be, is that forward 4 or forward 3, the stomp doesn't go far enough. Forward 4, the big boot has too much startup, so you can see it coming. So he was just, taking the risk and feeling comfortable not blocking at that shorter range, knowing that the only thing you can reach is your big high hammer. I'm gonna duck that. Of course, pokes is a little different, but I think players are comfortable eating the 2% poke if it means that they can duck under and get a 40% punish.
Oh, definitely. You're just slowly getting in.
I think Shao Kahn does actually win the zoning war, though. The spear knockdown is a little bit better than what the shotgun gets.
I can see that happening. Oh, that command grab just whiff.
Although, if Arnold gets the life lead, he can use his projectile absorb and not really worry about it, so...
I always forget he has that.
Yeah, me too. It's not a great move, just because it's one of the few projectile reflex that doesn't send it back, so if they have the life lead, you're not really stopping anything. But if you have the life lead, you can force them to have to come to you and not deal with their zoning shenanigans. So many characters with good zoning, though, have a rapid fire slide or teleport or some kind of other means of getting in and catching you if you're gonna just sit there and parry them. Nice tackle.
I feel like in this game, there's a lot of characters with a projectile counter.
Look at how long this round has been, and they both are no fatal blows on the table until just now, and we've only got 15 seconds left. These players have been playing so patiently. Nice throw tech. The life lead, though, it's hard to know who has the life lead, though. Shao Kahn has a different life pool, so the numbers, you can't look strictly at numbers.
Oh, and that up 3, that damage barely took the round. That timer ran out as soon as the up 3 came out.
Yeah, that was what the difference was. If he would have blocked the up 3, he would have won that round. That's insane. Oh, shotgun coming out a little quicker than the spear.
Another command grab. Trying to load up that crushing blow. It's the whiff. Pressure right afterwards. That down 4. He's gonna keep telling him he cannot press any buttons in that range. Oh, the floss block.
And I still haven't seen any Shao Kahn players get that forward throw crushing blow consistently. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but oh, we caught him! Didn't go into the command grab though, so not gonna be enough to kill, but he's close.
You said he's gonna back up. He can get that trade now. If he wants to.
Ooh, big hammer swing. Oh, and there it is. The forward 2 overhead will connect. Whoa, what is that? I haven't seen that
Can't
before.
trigger the
Won't
brain.
be back.
The Terminator
What was that, Stryker? I haven't seen that. That was dope. Can you combo into that? Do me something big and shiny, Stryker. We're gonna have to play offline. We're gonna join some so that we can hit that after some big crushing blows. That looks sick.
Yeah,
He
whole
punches through
straight
their head.
through.
And that is very fitting for the character. Like that is exactly what. Like, I'm gonna grab your face. I'm gonna grab your other ear, and I'm gonna go the fast way to get it.
As yeah, he's truly terminated.
Shao Kahn, the Terminator.
Stryker running out with Dark Fate. I know Stryker does play the first variation too, but you know, hasn't had a chance to pick it since he's been winning his last 2 matches.
Yeah, Stryker definitely has an arsenal of characters, but I'm totally fine with Terminator here. I think Terminator is honestly super duper exciting to watch. Something about the way that the 50 and how dangerous they are in that, like, hey, you made the right guess or he made the wrong guess, but at any time if the tables are turned, it can start to shift the other way really heavily because Soul Warrior can get big punishes if he ducks underneath some of these throw attempts or whatever. So I really think that Terminator's a fun character. Wow, nice duck underneath that throw attempt. Speaking of, went for the command grab, not gonna get it in time though. There's a good throw tech. Although Stryker loses a ton of life here at the start. Already 400 health gone here.
Was that a bait on the anti-air when he used the air grab?
I think so, yeah. Stryker likes to do those really low to the ground air, and it kind of looks like a jump, but he's way lower, or he lands way before you would think he would. And I'm sure that against a character with an anti-air exclusive grab, he might actually be able to catch a whiff punish on one of those.
And you saw there, Stryker did get the floss block gap, but it did not connect. He was too far away.
Right now, Soul Warrior looking really strong here. I like what I'm seeing here. He's become just sort of a wall. He's not been letting his opponent out. We've seen Stryker kind of stuck here, and Soul Warrior's not committing to anything too dangerous. And when he is, he's going in for a forward 4, so that's going to give him plus frames here. Nice throw, and just going to send him straight back into the corner here.
Soul Warrior, the few Shao Kahns I've seen play, he's definitely the one that abuses those plus frame most I've seen.
Yeah, and tons of patience here, not falling for it. Just going to go ahead and let Arnold fire away with that shotgun. Ooh, there's the running man. Tried to jump over the tackle. Stryker going to go with the boot instead here.
That down one is 6 frames.
All right.
Oh,
nice
the
throw.
in-snare.
And now it's Stryker's turn to do some lockdown here in the corner. Flawless block on that. He's going to go ahead and get the command grab here. I don't think he's got the crushing queued up, though, so starting to build toward that a little bit further here.
Got him in the corner with the mix. And again, the
Command
mix.
grab will do it.
Chill out.
Like you said, load him that crushing blow. That's going to help it.
Yep, I think he only needs to do back if he hasn't done the normal backward, and then the amplified back will give him that full launcher, and that's some of the biggest damage available to Terminator, particularly because you can do it mid-combo. You can do down 2 crushing blow into the command grab crushing blow, so
Reminds
really
me of
good damage.
Jax, except that Terminator can get more after his command grab.
Yeah, you can end in the shotgun crushing blow if you've got all ready. Right now, though, Stryker is going to have that command queued up and ready. Soul Warrior, no breakaway to stop it. So the next command grab could lead into big damage. Speak of it, here it is. Gonna go ahead for the full launch. Ooh, okay. I don't know what that was. They both just spending some defensive bar. Soul Warrior gonna wake up with the fatal blow here.
Reliable.
I mean, Soul Warrior's been getting away with that quite a bit. Honestly, we've seen him use that as sort of a get off me button and to kind of reset the neutral plenty of times. Ooh, nice. That's going to be a spear connecting. I don't know how many he's hit already. I haven't really kept track. Although for Shao Kahn, he only has to count to 3, unlike Noob Saibot. I got to count all the way to 10. That is so many numbers. 10 of them?
They need to have a tick counter, kind of like Aaron Black's.
I wish that they would give me a counter, or like have my sickle start to glow when I'm at 10, so I just know.
That is a cool idea.
wins.
Terminated.
Or maybe just make Noob Saibot like say some dumb line. Like
I
just have
think
like a voice line that
yeah.
kind of triggers on your 9th clone.
If you ever listen to like Jax when he has the command grab crushing blow, you can hear the quotes with each tick, because there's like 3 times he has to press the buttons, and every time he presses the button for that crushing blow, he'll actually say a voice line, which is kind of cool. So
Oh,
you know it's
okay.
so you know it's coming.
Interesting. So is it if you've gotten it frame perfect, he'll say a
Yeah,
line when
frame
you've done it?
perfect.
Oh, okay,
He'll
so
say
if
that
you
one.
miss a voice line, don't spam because I
Yeah.
messed one of those up.
Mhm.
I did not know that at all. That is
Yeah.
crazy. That is interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's really good.
I know I saw that on Twitter with all these accounts.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of tech monsters out there that are digging in deep and finding some of the really juicy bits of tech. But with that, that will be Stryker taking it 3-0 over Demoralize. So we're gonna bounce over into the losers bracket here. And next up, we're gonna go ahead and get Blue Linkies versus Slink So Wavy. It's gonna
Ooh,
be our next
this is gonna be a
matchup
good
here.
match.
I think I don't
Blue,
think we've seen
I know.
Blue yet today on the stream.
No, we've not seen Blue, but I want to say he's gonna play Aaron Black, but you never know with Blue. He might pick Truth and Light Raiden for all. He just plays really any character he feels like it.
Yeah, I think I've only seen him play Aaron Black in tournament. I'll say when I've ran into him in combat, League, played against different characters. Like he might have had a Cassie Cage or something that I wasn't expecting. But primarily an Aaron Black player. And Slinks, as we've seen in previous tournaments, has been mainly playing as Kitana. But Sindel has been on the scene now, and he definitely has been putting a lot of work in with that. So we may end up seeing the Scream Queen coming out of Slinks So Wavy here. We'll see who he ends up picking in the match. Looks like Slink's already in here.
Slink's one of the few Katana players that plays all 3 variations too. So if he even plays Katana, lose one game, he might switch to a different variation, see what happens. And these two have played a lot, even in tournament and casuals, so they were very familiar with each other. And Slink, he has said this multiple times in tournaments and just anywhere on Twitter, he hates the Aaron Black matchup with the Katana, just
Ooh,
hates
okay.
Aaron Black in general too. So he
Is
may
it
go for
because of the Scud shot? What about the Aaron Black matchup does he not like?
He honestly, he just hates the character in general, and he
All
just
right,
doesn't
that's
like
fair.
fighting it.
I'm not a
And
fan, so
especially second, he doesn't like second variation the most. For Aaron Black, he's a little confused in that. And like I said, he's gonna go for the Scream Queen, Sindel.
all right, I'm totally into it. I like seeing Sindel here.
Frost.
Sindel has been the latest character on my plate, just going through her towers right now, and she honestly seems really fun. And the other thing I really like about and this is primarily an aesthetic thing, but MKX, my favorite thing about MKX was brutalities, and so far Sindel has some really good brutalities, and they all seem comboable, or a lot of the moves she has are like some for combo enders, or they make sense to do it, and that's what I like to see. Some characters have really like Scorpion's amplified teleport one, they have to be standing, so you can only do it at a certain point in the combo, and it's your combo extender, so you can't so you can't do a big long combo into it because you have to use your combo extender to end the game instead. So I like that some of her brutalities you can actually get really flashy with it. They're really cool.
Yeah, this is kind of the one thing in missing I see from this game is MKX. You always saw those brutals in the end. And games kind of...
And there's too many throw ones you can't throw off in the air. But as the games come out, had like 5 at the start, and now a lot of characters have like 7 or 8. So I think by the time everybody gets the full like 10 or so brutalities that they have, we'll see a lot more combo ones. Speaking of though, Frost has a really cool one she can do when she ends in her blade spin. And that one you can do a full combo into. It looks really sick.
That's interesting. He's using that dive kick to go over all of Sindel's low projectiles, so you have to be careful about that.
Yeah, and the speed of that means it's likely going to be able to kind of get around any of the air bursts or whatever as well, because of how quick she ends up moving. Like Slinks is going to have to time it almost exactly where he perfectly in order to get it.
It's snare dive kick.
We're going to go for the fatal. Yep, there's the fatal blow. Going to close it out with that TM13 ice beam.
Right in the eye.
37%. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was only a couple buttons.
Had to spend a bar to get it, though, so I'm curious if it might have actually had different scaling if you just went into it wrong. Some characters, that's how it ends up working, is that their moves are too much scaling for the fatal blow damage. It's not like Street Fighter where they have like a guaranteed amount of damage.
Right there you saw he rolled right after, didn't go for the full counter combo. But this time he's gonna cash out this time.
All right, breakaway happening. Nice conversion. Oh no, I said it too soon. Ends up dropping the combo. Okay, there's another punish. Gonna go ahead and go for the full launcher. Slinks out of defensive
drops
bars
it.
now. How many combos dropped here though from Blue? Oh yeah, Blue played Frost that he's gonna replay. That's sweet.
Natural grab's gonna take it.
Yankees will take that 2-0 as well. Nicely done. Now, are we going to see a switch? Because you had mentioned that he doesn't like the Aaron Black matchup, right? He doesn't like Kitana
does
in the
not
Aaron
like
Black
that.
matchup. But right now, we're not seeing Aaron Black. So perhaps he may feel a little bit more confident in the Kitana versus Frost matchup. We may see Sildog come back at some point if Aaron Black ends up needing to come out. But I wouldn't be shocked if we end up seeing potentially a switch here, because Blue Linkies is definitely switching over to Frost here. I like what I'm seeing from this Frost, though.
Definitely with the third variation where she can cancel that auger into anything, make anything, like her flaw spot gaps basically don't exist. She can use her auger to deny that. It's always the mind game. Is she gonna meet her burn the auger? Is she not gonna meet her to burn the auger? So,
And at certain
Yeah,
ranges, it ends up being like obnoxious and plus, and very difficult for certain characters to deal with. Oh, Slink's gonna go with Jade here. Okay, so
ooh,
about
yes,
Jade,
Link does have a Jade.
in this matchup would be that Jade's glow. It doesn't go away when you're blocking, so it will be able to be used on block. And we were just talking about the ice augers and those being a part of the offense, and those are going to go right through her on with that glow up, even on block. So Slinks is going to be able to kind of avoid one of the major pieces of the puzzle that we saw from Blue. So it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to that.
Round 1. Fight.
It is interesting. I didn't think about that. And she's gonna go with the Emerald Defender, the more zony kind of Jade. Maybe gonna try to put that glow, zone him out, but it seems like he wants to put the pressure in now.
I think going for the zoning might be a little bit difficult because of that air. Ice auger, but the air dive kick thing, but we just saw him fly into a projectile, so it might not be as bad as we thought.
I don't understand that dive kick. If you get it far enough, that's safe or block. I just don't get that.
Yeah, I think it's punishable if you block it air. If she lands on the ground when it turns into a low, then it is no longer punishable.
So,
Oh, I think that might have been a reset actually on purpose, dropping the combo and ending up with the low for the Oki.
and again, yeah, getting a call with the auger. Thing is a nuisance.
Round 2. Fight.
We can't DQ him yet. He's gonna be on the next game. Everybody gets to pick on us for the final.
Doesn't get the punish from the double overhead.
And double overhead is one of her more punishable strings. Ooh, just whiffing the down two. And perhaps catch a forward 2 lunge in there from Frost.
Kind of dancing around neutral, going for the little zoning, going back in. Gonna get the throw punish. Is that gonna be the corner? Yes, it is. Frost does have some good pressure in that corner.
Oh, we switch sides here though. Now it's Slink's turn for a little bit of corner pressure. That's plus. Is he gonna keep on testing his ability to flawless block that? Yep. Okay, there we go. That string is one of the more difficult to deal with that Jade has. It's plus on block. You have to flawless block it. You can't interrupt it of any kind.
You can cancel into the rings to make that gap with different timing.
Final round.
Of course, if you do end up flawless blocking it, I believe you can get a full combo punish on it. It becomes minus enough to punish, and it doesn't have a pushback usually. So, really dangerous string. And there's quite a few like that. Another one would be like Total Khan's big overhead sword. It's safe on block usually, but if you flawless block it, it'll kill it. And the same thing with Liu Kang's up kick, the donkey kick. If you flawless block that, I don't know if that goes to punishable. I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, Jade's starting to hang in here though. Oh no, never mind. There's the breakaway.
Nice. Back, making that jump kick with.
Whiffs the throw. Alright, escape failed. That doesn't mean the next forward throw from Jade is going to launch. And Jade's is going to crushing blow forward throw is a launcher. And fatal blow available here too. So Slinks might be able to turn that into some massive damage should he catch him with another forward throw. Alright, Ooh, gets hit.
You see that string, he's gonna try and start up for that crushing blow with.
And there it is, Blue Linking will close it out. Game 2. Frost is looking pretty strong here from Blue Link.
From Slink, I don't know what he wants to do. Can't really find an answer to this.
Curious to what the answer is going to be here from Slink. Slink has already switched over to Jade. Jade, unfortunately, not working out. Jade did come a lot closer, though. We saw a 2-0 in that first game. That went down to the final round here, though. So Jade wasn't doing too bad and was quite close. Honestly, it was one forward throw away from ending. Looks like Slinks is going to go out here with the Bay. So Katana is going to come out now. Now, I am curious if then Blue will switch over to a different character if he loses. So are we going to end up seeing Aaron Black then on a loss, which is something we had already talked about, is like maybe Slinks was trying to avoid having to be put on the Katana already, but now it's come down back to the wall.
I definitely see if, like you said, if Blue loses, I definitely think he's going to switch to Aaron. And the thing about Blue is he definitely he mains Barking Irons, Aaron Black, so maybe some of those cancels, some of those command grabs, but can't get ahead of herself, says still in that frost.
Oh.
Just left the side standing there.
Okay, gonna roll away. Blue trying to just get in there with that ice lunge. Okay, I like that poke underneath the second drill. So that first drill looks like it might be a high, actually. And if it goes over your head, looks like Katana, even while blocking it, goes over her head. I wonder if she just got that smaller hitbox. Wow, that comboed.
Think about this variation. She has that teleport right there, and also that size plus on hit. Block and hit. Those fans, yeah, he's just a highborn.
I think highborn's a terrible idea here. Okay, that's gonna be low though. It's no longer punishable. Round. And it looks like Blue Lynch might have been trying to swing a little bit early there, but Katana able to catch him with that indecent razors. You do have to sort of, it's kind of ambiguous when it's your turn to start attacking. When she's doing that, you need razors.
At that point, Blue, he's either going to get chipped out or press a button, so he just went for it at that point.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. You know, you don't have a lot of life left to really argue anymore, so it's like, hey, I'm going to try. If I'm wrong, I lose. But if he was holding it, I was going to die anyway. So.
After those plus frames, Slink was respecting that. He went for the grab, knew he was going to respect it. He'll play that long range game now. It's kind of risky against Slink since he has that teleport side.
Okay. Slink feels comfortable zoning here. No, it's like Blue Link not able to get any sort of here.
There it is, teleport. I feel like Blue was just baiting for that teleport, and it finally came out. Maybe those fans respecting it.
He does have Fatal Blow available. So the next straight hit, we saw him do 37% here. Not gonna need to. Oh, there it is! The Fatal Blow. She actually bounced off of it. I can't believe that the armor was still active then. That was crazy timing on that. I don't think this is gonna kill, but it's gonna do quite a bit with this last hit here. The life lead will go over to Blue. A few more hits will do it. Oh, and the poke! Just challenging after the cancel on the stance.
Slink could have just went into the fans and probably chipped him out at that point, but he went for the side cancel instead. That down two crushing blow, gonna get broken away. Here we go, highborn in the corner. Make your guesses, and Blue guesses right with that side cancel. Self out of the corner and into the mid screen. Slink's gonna try and back up, try and zone. So reliable, but that down three is a good anti-air. Can't jump one frost.
Okay, trying to get in there with that. Good block still from Slinks. Now we're back to a neutral game here. There's the poke. Nice anti-air. Gonna get the full conversion here. No Fatal Blow. Oh, never fit. Slinks gonna go ahead and spend his Fatal Blow now. Now this is, yeah, that is quite a bit. 30%, just shy. The second fan not gonna catch him. And now he's just looking for some zoning, trying to keep him away. He knows that he doesn't have access to that Fatal Blow to close out. That's punishable, and there it is, a brutality as well from Slinks. I haven't seen that one. I was sick.
Either. 1,000 fans in the chest, head right off. And again, the robot bleeding.
Absolutely. That was sick. That was a good one. Yeah. Nicely done. So Slink's on the board here, but this is what we're talking about. We kind of we're not necessarily expecting it, but we knew that this could happen. And now the kind of risk is that, okay,
Now, does Blue switch over to Aaron Black? We saw that some of that zoning from Slinks was very dominant in that matchup. He was able to kind of shut down any sort of counter zoning. Just Frost's fireballs are not fast enough to get on the board there. But a character like Aaron Black is going to be able to completely shut that down. So we'll see who Blue ends up going to switch to.
If I knew Blue well, he's going to wait there and he's going to think about this. He's going to hover over Rage, he's going to over Katana, he's going to hover all of his characters. Yeah, think about that Barking Irons. He's thinking about it.
Barking Irons, that would be an interesting pick here. He still has a little bit of breathing room. Necessarily have to and the Scud Shot to shut down the zoning. Barking Irons is still, I think, going to have to deal with the zoning, but it's going to have a different offensive game available. Oh, nope, we're going to go to Frost, though.
Definitely was a close game. Wasn't one-sided, so I can see it working. Definitely was a little more difficult than the previous 2 games, but definitely still not bad.
Yeah, that was really, really close. I mean, it came down to a blocked punishable move into a throw. Like, that was the end, but had that move even connected or any number of things kind of changed up a little bit, had he gotten to the ground and made that safe, he could have definitely changed things up. So Frost put up a really good fight, and he's looking to close it out here with Frosted Seed. Poking underneath the fans.
That is wall spotable if you didn't know that.
Oh man, trying to jump and chase him down. Not going to be quite close enough though. Alright, there's the cancel. Man, look at that though. Blue immediately challenging Slinks. So now Slinks is going to have to basically use the stance and kind of let some of the attacks from the stance rip to sort of discourage Blue from randomly kind of pressing buttons every single time he sees the stance come up. Because so far, you know, Blue has been comfortable with just interrupting the stance and the cancel. Ooh, whiffs the uppercut. Man, Blue is looking real strong here in round 1 of game.
Needs that chip. Waiting for that teleport. He knew Slink was going to bring that out.
Yeah, absolutely. He threw that fireball out and then kind of knew, okay, he's going to try to get in. He's got to close the gap and absolutely patient and prepared. And now he finds himself 1 round away from sending Slinks home because this is the loser's side of the bracket right now. So loser here will be out of the tournament in their quest to get into that list of legendary players so far. That I mean, there's so many good players on the list right now. We got Tweety, we got Dragon, we got Koizu, we got K7 Show Off. That's just the Xbox side. A lot of those players are on both, though, because there is also 10K on the line for PlayStation as well. Ooh, chip avoided. Didn't have the meter left for last breath though, and that'll now put Slinks on the board here in game 4.
Almost a equally dominating round for both players. Alright, again that teleport. On that fantastic anti-air. Just the full string this time. He's gonna take his turn.
Alright, jumps over. Nice flawless block, but I don't think he was prepared as we didn't have a follow-up deck, or he didn't have the meter. Nice. Speaking of though, Blue Link available. He's gonna go for the up two, get the launcher out of it. Nice side pick to close the gap, and now Slinks is sitting on that fatal blow. One wrong move could end up costing 30% to Blue. Blue trying to shut it out. Oh, nice block on that. Doesn't get in time for the punish though. Yeah, I definitely felt like he was absolutely just sitting there kind of waiting for it. You know, Slinks one of the player that we've seen kind of go for the fatal blow in the neutral multiple times here, so Blue aware of that, but now he has his own fatal blow. And if Slinks does anything sketchy, he will die, and that's going to be it. Blue closes it out. That's going to be 3-1 over Slinks, able to do it all with the Cyberlin Quay. Nicely done. I really like what I'm seeing out of his Frost here. It's really interesting to see some of these players that we've seen well known for, like Aaron Black, for example, have just these super strong characters in their pockets as well. So Blue showing that he's not just an Aaron Black player, willing to switch over to the Cyberlin Quay and put some work in as well. Even when he lost, he stuck it out and paid off. Absolutely.
And right at what I like to see at the end was them both just standing there waiting for each other to press buttons. Blue had that fatal blow loaded, so if he tried to throw one projectile, he was getting fatal blowed. If he's trying for a teleport, he was going to get punished like he did right there. Just such patient play.
All right. So that will mean that Slinks will be going home and Blue will be advancing here. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead over to our winners finals match while losers bracket continues to finish catching up. So that's going to be Domoralize versus Stryker. So we saw Cetrion versus, and then our Terminator was what Stryker was playing. So Cetrion versus Terminator. That I think is a tough matchup for Terminator. Talking about 7-3s, I think that might be one of the few, if there are any. That one's tough.
It's true. Terminator does have that run, but it's so easy to hit him out of it.
Especially with a character with she's got that air laser. Like you can't hit him. The run from full screen can't hit her out of it, and she avoids the biggest threat of it, which is the big tackle. So
Oh yeah.
I think characters with air fireballs give Terminator the most pause because they can kind of avoid a lot of the tools while they're jumping away from him and getting further away and keeping him away.
And Cetrion does come out for Demoralize. We're gonna see that's definitely, I feel like, a different match than obviously the Scorpion, because for Demoralize we'll have more the freedom to zone and play the neutral instead of just being confined to just that neutral because of that teleport.
Yeah, absolutely. And the teleport too also kind of means when Terminator does lock her down, she's gonna have a tool for only 1 bar of defensive meter to get out of there and sort of put the gap back between them and begin the runaway again. So that I think it's going to be interesting to see if we end up seeing Terminator, how Terminator puts that work in and attempts to hunt down his opponent. But we'll see what happens. Stryker obviously has a slew of other characters as well, so if he does find himself up against Cetrion, may end up switching over to a different character that he feels more comfortable in that particular matchup. The little bit of time that I spent with Terminator, I did not like playing against Cetrions. That was a tough matchup. Right now, just waiting on Stryker to get in here.
See if this time we can get our Stryker match. No more rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yep, he's here. So this will be fought out in the arena instead of in the chat.
Caveman shenanigans this time. Can't even speak.
He's gonna have to do this with guns and overheads, or we'll see who he picks. I'm trying to think of who I would want to pick against potential Cetrion.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Of the characters, I think that like Gears is another character that struggles against Cetrion because of the way that her fireballs work, right? Like she's up in the air, and his sort of anti-zoning tool or tool to deal with people that want to sit there and shoot doesn't do anything if you're in the air. So I think that's a character that also could have a little bit of a struggle here with Cetrion. Although, so another thing though, I've played Demoralize, and he played Cabal versus my Terminator, and the way he kind of put it, it kind of made sense. Cabal has really long range normals that are faster than Terminators, so Cabal was able to kind of like sit at ranges and swing for Terminator where Terminator can't. His moves are too slow and they don't go far enough. So if he plays a really strong footsie game with Cabal, I think the Cabal is another matchup that Terminator can kind of struggle with, just because all of his moves that kind of go anywhere are teens in terms of frames, and they still don't go as far as Cabal's moves, and they are definitely not as fast. I think his is like 12 frames. It's ridiculous.
He's gonna be using the one with the low hook grab and the extended hook for that restand instead of the cancels or the combo extender third variation. It spins. It's been renamed to.
Sure about that?
Yeah, no more speed demon.
Show me
or
your
whatever it
speed.
was.
All
Yeah,
right,
I think it's Speed Demon.
it's turbo time.
Not sure why, but on that skin, that Combat League skin looks great on Cabal. This is
Yeah, it
definitely one
does.
of the seasons where like the skins are amazing.
Yeah, I love the purple glow. Absolutely worth it. And so Stryker just gonna open things up with a command grab right in the neutral there. Gonna start. Get up attack there from Demoralize. He's gonna catch him with the low as well. Nice jump over, and he's gonna convert that. It's gonna damage. Gonna keep him on the ground. No breakaway available, and another. And Stryker is playing this matchup really smart. I should have done what he's doing.
Here we go. That restand didn't catch there. Just dropped him. Nice jump too. Is that a command grab through the breakaway?
Round 2.
think he caught him with no life at the end, so it ended up giving it to him. That's crazy. Man, he has grabbed him so many times. That crushing blow is going to be coming out soon here. I think he's actually got it queued up, saving it there. Right now, Domoralize doesn't have any meter to stop it, though. We'll see if he uses it here. Out of the corner. Yep, that's going to be it. Crushing blow launcher. Went for another command grab. Not going to be quite close enough to catch, though. Use the breakaway to stop and spin. Or the dash, I should say. Got too many other moves to do a spin now.
Yeah, 50-50, gonna catch him. Both whiffed it down too on each other. Again, that low.
Oh, here we go. Wow, using the cancels? Okay, what's the 50-50? Caught him with the mid. Must have been trying to poke out of it or perhaps jump away, but Stryker just going to go in with the mid there. Not even going to go for 50-50, and Stryker will take game one here. I don't know, maybe Cabal is only to play against mine. That actually looked really strong from Stryker. Stryker was getting the command grabs in there at the right moments and was able to really take advantage of Terminator's strengths. We saw the command grab crushing blow coming out. Which is one of the A, more fun tools to use, and B, one of the bigger damage tools as well. I think that, just like Jackie's lethal clinch crushing blow, the way you kind of like, okay, I want to hit this move a couple times, and then the next time I hit it, I can go for huge damage. That is a really fun way to play.
The Terminator. Scarlet.
Demoralize sneaking. Yeah, it's gonna go with Scarlet this time.
Okay, so I played against Domoralize's Scarlet. This was level 1 when we played. I was able to and I advanced to the Cabal level where I did not progress any further. So right now, Domoralize switching it up, starting it off with Cabal. Now we're gonna see Scarlet. We may see Cetrion at the end here, but I think Scarlet's zoning is gonna be the main sort of tool here that Domoralize wants to use. Wants to go ahead and kind of play that long range game, keep this 50-50 command grab monster just away from her, completely away.
Yeah, Terminator, like you said, has this kind of troubling in zoning. Kind of reminds me of Baraka, where they have good damage, good pressure, but going on zoners, not the easiest. And gonna wake up with up 3. He's gonna get full combo punish for that. That's a 25%, and the zoning right afterwards. Gonna catch him with a run though, and that grab, another restand. What's the mix? Going for that low, blocks it, and then ducks the grab.
Stryker is just mind reading here to.
Get all the right reads. Expected the grab there, and that's going to be a full combo until that breakaway comes through.
So Domoralize spending his breakaway with not a lot of life, but it was close enough where one straight hit could have.
Round 2.
But that does unfortunately mean he's going to be moving into round 2 with no meter available here. So the next hit from Stryker is going to be able to be converted into big damage. Domoralize built back that first bar of defensive beater, slowly getting that second one back here. Be a nice hit, and that's going to be unbreakable damage. Nope. Not gonna even watch it all. Anyway.
Yep, that's gonna jail. That stand forward gets that run out, cancel out. That's a jail.
Okay. The shotgun amplified. Gonna step in and go straight in for the command grab this time. Caught him blocked. And there's the low stomp. Immediate breakaway from Domoralize. Starting to run out of resources here, and the fatal blow available from Stryker as well. So the next hit could close this out here. Any launcher will do. Okay, that's going to do the restand, and the amplify at the end will take the round. Scarlet hanging in there. We got a round 3.
Completely forgot this version. She does have that restand.
Final round. Fight.
Launchy kind of will suck move for that restand.
Yeah, it's a big part of the variation is kind of utilized restand. Nice flawless block there from Stryker. Scarlet, the unfortunate recipient of a very, very many number of flawless block strings that are part of her core kit, so one of the easier characters to kind of use flawless blocks against if you want to put the work in. Oh, the tackle. I don't think it was far enough for the amplify. Neither does Stryker. Not going to spend the meter, so not going to go for that big crush. Excuse me.
Get that down one to that command grab. That crush move is going to come out.
No breakaway available. Oh, no, but he dropped it.
We're going for that air grab.
Okay, he's got him. This is going to be the launcher. Oh, no, he dropped it. What was that? Stryker going for a redemption attempt here.
Ends up taking the game after those couple of drops he had there.
Yeah, he dropped the game-winning combo, but got another attempt, able to close it out here. And Stryker now up 2-0 over Domoralize. So what is the play here from Domoralize? Is Domoralize going to switch over to Cetrion here? Which I would think is one of Arnold's definitely tougher matchups, or did he feel confident in either the Scarlet or Cabal matchup? Perhaps we'll see Sindel. I mean, Demoralize has a huge arsenal of characters to choose from. We'll see what ends up happening though. Who is he going to pick?
Maybe tried and true. We're gonna go with that Garrus maybe. See what happens. And yep, Cetron, you guessed it.
All right, so Cetrion coming out here now. The spring cleaning variation likely as well. So that's going to be the full zoning. And of course, that water port is going to be a really important tool here for Cetrion. The ability to get away, get out of the corner, and sort of reset the neutral anytime that things get too dicey.
Definitely the Cetron only really one viable variation. So those other two variations, not the best. I did at NEC, I did run into a player. I had to play a Cetrion player that played third variation on me. And that variation, that is not very effective. That variation.
Maybe it was Secret Koizi.
Secret
Koizi was playing third variation in a set versus Savage Scoob earlier.
If his name was Clyde and NEC, then he was.
And man, everybody could be a Secret Koizi. It's the forever NRS rumor, at least on the online side of it. I love it though. It's one of my favorites.
And again, we've watched 3 games, 3 different characters from Domoralize.
Throw tech there from Stryker.
Where he's found his success today with that Cetrion.
Alright, sends him full screen here. I like that play from Domoralize. Just looking to send him away from him. Don't want to deal with it.
Does that geyser? Does he eat up the geyser with his back?
I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he does. I'm not sure. And right now, Domoralize working on a flawless victory right here. This is crazy.
Try to cancel the run, but he caught him at the very end of it.
Okay, he got shot, so no flawless or no fatal. Flawless victory here, but.
The vine grab.
Was he trying to put the coat up to stop that? I don't even know what happened.
Round 2.
Anyway, he got caught. He's down around. You said this matchup, it looks very hard for Terminator.
Yeah, I want to say that if his projectile absorb doesn't work on the vine, so the vine grab, which works at any range and allows combos to be started, will completely mess up that if he tries to stop that.
Say Terminator definitely has one of the best jump 3 combos to hit. That air grab.
Yeah, the air grab is so cool too. I think it's really interesting looking. I wish there was more air grabs in this game. Although there's some really good ones. Sonya's got her air grab, which does a launcher even. Part of her bread and butters if you still want to do 30%.
Crush it below.
Fatal blow available here though from Domoralize. He could close it out. Oh, that's gonna hit, and that's gonna close. Stryker now on the board and 1 round away from taking winners finals. 3-0 over Domoralize. This is gonna put Stryker on the winner side of grand finals. Stryker has been on this grind. See if he can finally make his way into Konsole Kombat II. $10,000 on the line.
It's a escape fail. Gonna bring him full screen. This is where he wants him. Definitely.
Nice flawless block.
Definitely those false blocks getting less chip.
Ooh, the shotgun will hit her out of the air there.
Has he found an answer for that zoning?
Nice throw tech. Stryker almost unthrowable here.
Raw wall. Shutting him down.
Patience from Stryker. 50 seconds left on the clock.
That timer down.
He's starting to lose a lot of life here, though. He needs to get it out. Really doing a good job of shutting it down. Demoralized, now cornered. Needs to start backing away here. Okay, still cornered. Nice use of the amplify. Oh, and there it is. The air laser from Demoralize will close it out, and Demoralize on here.
Here we go. Now again, both these players, they play many characters. So Stryker, he might just switch to a different character. That's also one thing maybe Domoralize was thinking is, if he switched to this character, can he deal with this other character that Stryker plays? Or if I switch to Cetrion, is he gonna like counterpick me, switch to this other character that I didn't even know he played?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty risky.
Absolutely. I think that might have been why we may have seen Scarlet and Cabal as well, so kind of the coverage potential as well. But Cetrion gonna be the right pick ultimately, so we'll see what Stryker's gonna do about it. Oh wow, okay.
Oh, here we go. He got the Kano. I'm gonna assume he's a big dirtbag because I definitely know this matchup with Dirtbag and Cetrion. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a 6-4 for Kano, but honestly, yeah, I probably would say it's a 6-4 for Kano to be honest. But it's definitely a good matchup for him. It's one of Kano's actual good matchups, which is surprising.
Oh, really? You think this is a good matchup for Kano against
I think so,
Cetrion?
yeah. Even definitely
Interesting.
with this forward one buff being mid and +1, this
Fight.
matchup is. And I even saw Sonic playing Poisey too, and he kind of enlightened me to this too.
All right, well, we'll see if Stryker can bust it out. I really like this skin on the purple glowy knife. Looking all Quan Cheat out.
Yep, there we
Nice.
go. That's
And
what
it
I'm
even
talking
makes
about.
the Kano ball glow purple. This is so cool looking.
Thing about this is Demoralize. He's gonna have to go in. He's gonna have to go in. He's kind of like Scorpion with his teleport. Cannonball, Amplified, can punish anything, any projectile, almost full screen. The only thing he can't punish full screen is that geyser. He literally can
okay.
punish that rock full screen anytime. he
Really?
wants.
The rock even? Okay, because he got the armor. He's got the Vegemite buff on it, so it'll go through it. Okay.
Yeah. So he has to play in like it's kind of like a Scorpion teleport.
All right, well, right now, Demoralize doing just that here. He will take round 1. Nice throw. Gets you with the presidential. Send her back into the corner. Back-to-back throws here.
And with a mix. Down one mind game, didn't need a burn. Got the Molotov out anyway. He's sitting in the Molotov himself, doesn't hurt himself, but definitely a waste.
Yeah, that fire in the corner, unfortunately, getting no damage. Ooh, Acid's out. Now he's got to look out for a fire. More
He got
acid.
hit with acid.
Demoralize is basically
That-
one tap away, though.
Also, with this
Go ahead.
variation, he can he has a false block at his 2-4-1+3. And
What
in
was
this
that?
variation,
Did you
Yeah,
see
he
it
can-
freeze up on the ball on the wall? That was so weird.
oh yeah, that down anti-air breakaway came out instantly.
Is
And
Kano
a stand
the
on
secret
anti-air.
for Cetrion? This is very interesting. I did not know that Kano was this good in this matchup. I'm curious how like Dragon does against Kano players. Okay, the fire's out. That's gonna be unblockable.
No crushing blow for that one. Sitting around that interactable. Think
Oh!
it's a low. That is a low.
Spoke too soon. He had the overhead coming in at the end, so Stryker uses the interact low. That was sick. Cleave with the prediction as well. You knew it was coming. That was sick.
I forget. There was a set I was watching against 2 players. I think it was a 1st to 5 on Xbox. It was a match, and they were sitting around that interactable the whole entire time. And when he went straight for the overhead, pulled out the interactable, took it as soon as it did in this match too. Just takes with the interactable because you're expecting that overhead, but that thing is a low.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. Very well played. Smart stuff from Stryker. Excellent pleasant presence of mind. Like that's something that only works on one stage and only works at one particular portion of that stage. You can't do that wherever you want. So really, really smart stuff from Stryker. Stryker playing at full force here tonight. Terminator looking really solid. I like the pick over to Kano, and it seemed like a really big brain play the way that it deals with a lot of Cetrion's options. So really smart stuff here from Stryker. That's going to sit him comfortably on the winner's side of grand finals. But before we get to that, we got a couple of matches on the loser's side here to catch up with. So I believe we're going to start off with trying to get Forever King and Justin in here.
Ooh. Like the character play we've seen from this top 8 in the entire tournament. Little variation in character play, not just one character showing up a bunch. A little bit of everything. Got Devora, Scorpion, Cetrion, Terminator, Kano. Definitely a different much plays.
Yeah, I think this is one of the more varied of the fires too. You know, a lot of
Frost.
fires through negativity or whatever, but they often seem to have a little bit of a flavor. We've had one that's like, oh, there's 3 Aaron Blacks here. We've got Blaze and Blue and Blackout here, and then there's ones where like, oh, look, it's Cam and a couple of other Liu Kang players made it or
Right.
whatever. So this one actually has been quite varied though.
Surprised that Cam didn't play in this one. I guess he didn't have the time to play. He's still unfortunately not qualified. The top players on Xbox. Still looking for that qualification.
Oh, okay. Did Forever King already play? All right, so I think Forever King. Well, he's in here.
Who?
Oh, okay. So yeah, Forever King already played Justin's. All right, whoops. So that
Nice.
happened off stream. Okay, so we're gonna go actually Forever King versus, or we're gonna do Soul versus Blue, and then the winner of that will play Forever King.
At least he's in the King of the Hill finally. That's
Oh
nice
no,
to see.
Justin's won. Justin's won? Wait, what? Yeah, that
Wait,
is what it
Justin?
says.
Justin won 3-0, it seems like. Ooh. That's a nice upset for Justin. If he had gotten that, if this is true. Definitely wondering what characters were played. I'm guessing Justin played Scorpion, but I want to know what Forever King was playing. Maybe Garrus or someone else. I'd like to know that.
All right, so winner will face off against Justin's.
Okay. That would have been a nice match to see.
Yeah,
Dang.
that would have been a nice match to see. But is what it is. Is what it is. I mean, we're gonna get to see the winner of that, which is no small feat.
Fortunately,
I'm gonna get blue. That's the name I need to
once
type.
again, Forever King getting eliminated, unfortunately. Was hoping to see him play today, but unlucky.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. The Xbox spot eludes him yet again, but not going to be the end of the world. There's still, I think, like 9 or 8 left after this. I know that in terms of upcoming tournaments, we've got Too Easy has got a qualifier coming up still. I think that one actually happened yesterday, so that might be one. The Reddit one happened yesterday, but like Too Easy's got one happening for on Monday, I believe. I myself have one happening on Saturday the 14th. There are also a few more CGL sponsored ones. There might even be a SCO Dojo one or something coming up still. Think I think they have some, and there's also for PlayStation as well. So CGL is continuing to run them for both sides, and then like mine is for Xbox. Too Easy has a PlayStation one tomorrow. Actually, I think I'm going to be doing the commentary potentially for the PlayStation one tomorrow, and then there's also that one on Monday. Looks like the Thalian Reddit ones also have another few coming up in December. So there are still plenty of opportunities here for players to get in there, but the spots are dwindling. There's only about like 8 or 9, maybe even less than that at this point, spots left available for players. So if you're looking to get a shot at that 10K prize pool, make sure to get signed up for one of those events. And of course, bring your A game because still plenty of killers out there vying for one of those spots.
And finally, we're going to see blue on his Aaron Black. Soul Warrior not changing from Shao Kahn. Don't expect it either.
Special Forces Desert Command.
Let's see what variation he picked. He picked, oh, okay, he picked 52 card pickup. Maybe he's thinking this is a better matchup for 52 card pickup instead of Barking Irons.
Round 1. Fight.
Frappy's got a winner of this call. I think Frappy's really good. I think he could win one of these.
He play noob.
Yeah, he plays noob. I really like watching him play noob because he plays noob way better than I do. So I get to see some cool stuff.
He's gonna throw the acid out. That's one thing in this variation he does have that's really nice. The acid's gonna chip away if he stands on top of it.
And
Throw a
that
full
screen
screen.
does mean that sort of the tools available to Shao Kahn to kind of fight back, not going to be available. So there we go, just constantly shooting that away. Ooh, okay, but the obliterate from full screen will get in there. He ducked the standing one and then stand up with his own forward 3 in time. That's insane.
Oh, they cancel. Go for that back grab.
Stomp him out. Alright, now Soul running out of health here. Only 220 left. Let's see if Blue can close that out, though. We've seen him use that Fatal Blow, which is going to be available. Kind of clutch some things out. Ooh, that should do it here. The slide will close it out. Blue Linkies takes run.
Blue's been kind of comfortable going full screen with that scud shot, kind of letting Soul come in on him. Eating up those spears. And again, so we were trying to bait that out, but this time Blue didn't fall for it. He knows your tricks.
I like the use of the Obliterate to get in, though. I believe if you don't amplify, it is safe on block, or it's like it has to be jab punished or something, maybe, if it is punishable. But I think it is like -6 or something. So using that to close the gap is smart, because if as long as he's at the right range with full screen, he can go ahead and actually close that distance and get in there and get back to a game that he feels a little more comfortable with.
That grab punished that dive kit, the boot drop. It was just odd looking. And the wake up buns works for Blue, and that jump's not gonna happen. He's gonna catch him with a meaty.
All right, there's the sweep.
Iron Black, one of the greatest sweeps in the game. Also with Shao Kahn, another good sweep.
Oh, okay, nice patience on that.
Man, the pushback.
Close.
Oh, it doesn't punish the shoulder charge. That would took the match.
He's gonna go ahead and sit him down in this acid puddle. Acid puddle goes away though. Oh, and there it
Oh,
is,
the
pocket
false
sand.
Blue's gonna false back you in all those gaps. He's not gonna leave one go.
Yeah, especially if Blue is aware of how those flawless gaps work, in particular for Shao Kahn, that's going to be real detrimental to the game. And here's where things might become a bit of an issue. We were talking about, you know, the character loyalty, but when somebody's got your character figured out, all the ins and outs of it, that can feel really discouraging. And if you don't have another character to switch to change things up, he's really just going to have to rely on just trying to change his timings. They know how to flawless block these moves. That means you're going to have to riskfully go for like a shoulder charge randomly to catch their timing off or whatever. And that is a scary position to feel that you need to take big risks to get your offense going.
Oh yeah. And I don't know. So I'm assuming he only plays this variation. The other two, what I've seen, they're not good. But you know, its variation change would be pretty cool.
I have not seen anybody play variation 3 of Shao Kahn. I don't think variation 3 is necessarily bad. I just haven't seen anybody using it. And the second variation is more of the same story. This one very obviously has some of the better stuff to it, and I think that the Annihilation Crushing Blow is one of the fun tools to play around with. Even though we haven't seen it tonight, it is still a fun tool to have and to kind of work with. But I think the second or the third variation might have some good stuff to it. It's hard to know.
Yeah, not many players play this character in general.
Yeah,
so.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
I think Shao Kahn will be one of the characters that benefits from customized variations. When you can put the Annihilation Crushing Blow with other different things, or you can put just a move for a good ender with some of the other combo extenders, I think it'll be good.
Oh yeah. It just kind of sucks. Some of these characters have really good moves, but they're locked away in the custom variations.
There is currently a handful of moves too that just feel like it's like Cabal's Nomad Spin and Cassie's Flip Out. Both of those moves feel like they're on the moves to take up a slot, but players literally never use them. I've never seen a Cassie player use Flip Out on purpose, never seen a Cabal player use Nomad Spin. And then you have moves like Aaron Black's TNT, which feels like a nerf because it takes away his acid puddle to have a worse move. Same thing with Kung Lao's spin. It takes away his good spin to give him this worse spin. It feels like a nerf. Imagine Barking Irons if it just didn't have the TNT. If it just had an empty slot, so you could still have the acid. Like it'd be way better just from that alone.
That is true.
Whack.
I know there's only like one true setup to actually get TNT out safe.
Yeah, and players will adapt to that. Players will see it coming, they'll roll, they'll delay, get up, find the answer when there's only one question, kind of thing. I'm sure there's others too that are just like inherently worse versions of other tools, and they take away the good one. Ooh, Crushing Blow, big damage coming.
Crashes it in.
The way this game works, so they can fix all that stuff. They can fix all that stuff by buffing it, changing it. A lot of those moves don't have an amplify. Like, you just give Flip Out an amplify, and maybe it'll be better or different, whatever. And there's a lot of stuff they can do.
Year one's not even done yet, so we have a lot of time for all that.
Yeah, I think we're barely past the 6 month mark now. It came out in April, so that's August, so we're in 12, so we're at the 8 months now. Like, not a lot of time has passed. And this game has also been said they're gonna have, you know, extended longevity to it. They're definitely not done with it at all. Ed Boon has said on Twitter multiple times his intentions to support this game longer than ever. Part of me thinks that's because we're not going to get Injustice 3 for a little bit, but I'm okay with that.
Speculation? I'm just waiting for Beast Boy. That's all I'm waiting for.
Beast Boy would be sick. I mean, ultimate speculation, I think that we're not going to get another fighting game from NRF for a while. I think we're going to get Shaolin.
I can see that happening.
I think that the crypt is a lot of like leans in that direction, the way the crypt just like the walking around and stuff. And people have been asking for Shaolin Monks 2 for so long. I absolutely think that Shaolin Monks 2 would be a safe way for them to like, hey, we're gonna take our time and keep MK alive forever.
And during that time, we're also going to kind of flex our non-fighting game muscles because NetherRealm has been around since MK9 and they've never made anything but fighting games. So I think it'd be fun for them to make something a little different.
Definitely one of my like all-time favorite ones was Armageddon. I loved Armageddon.
Armageddon was a good time.
Yeah, all the characters and then having the what was it called? What was the story mode called in that game? I forget.
It was like Conquest.
Conquest, yeah. Like Taven and
Fight.
those characters.
All right, gonna start off with that hammer fist there. Acid Puddle is out. Still playing 52 cards, so we're gonna see a nullification of this kind of spear zoning here. Oh, nice get up attack.
Was low profile with that sleep, but it didn't happen. Got a counter poke with the back 2-2-2. It's gonna catch it.
Yeah, it's so nice of a launcher for Aaron Black players that they can kind of go into taking out the gun and going straight into launcher.
One thing I haven't seen Blue use a lot is the back two mixed up with the slide and override. I know it's, but this is online. This is online, so it's hard to fuzzy. Kind of like Sub-Zero. It's different. It's a different call online than offline.
Round 2.
I think Sindel's gonna suffer a little bit from that too. Their big slow overhead that they can get away with a lot more online.
Once again, Blue's just eating up those spears.
You only
Say
need to
that gets
connect
hit by
3
one.
of those though to get that crushing blow queued up. But before that, that crushing blow can really shift things over. All he needs is one stray hit, and he'll easily get a big, massive 30% on the board.
There we go. Back 2-2 into slide. That's the mix-up.
And Soul just going straight to full screen here. Blue is running out of bullets though, so he's not going to be able to continue this rifle game.
Yeah, Blue's gonna close in the pressure. Wake up buttons. Okay. Full screen. He's gonna go for it.
This big boot can hit him though, and doesn't really get too much pressure off that. And right now, Soul is honestly playing a really, really patient game. Even when he gets hits, going to back away, not really trying to continue his pressure.
Getting chipped out at this point, but Blue's gonna close in.
I mean, Soul's got the lead right now. All right, there's the jump over. He's gonna throw him into the corner. Escape failed. Not gonna matter for Shao Kahn, however, as the way that it's gonna be slightly different for that crushing blow. But it is a launcher, so it's gonna give him some access to huge damage. Ooh, there's a throw punish. Needs to be a reversal though, and he's got the life lead. Seconds left.
8 seconds. Yeah, they both have fatal blow too. Any confirm could win the game.
Oh, he's got him. That's gonna kill. Is it gonna kill in time? No! He jumped the TNT for too long.
Blue,
Oh, he still died?
no, Blue took it. Blue took it.
Oh, he had more health, but because he's Shao Kahn, it's a different percentage. He had 162 health to 160, but because Shao Kahn has 1050 health, it was technically a different percentage. That was so photo finish. Wow.
Grab
That was
saved him there.
crazy.
Damn.
2 health. All
That
right,
patient
well.
play bit him in the back in the end.
Yeah, he was playing super patient too, right? Just kind of like shimmying around, even when he hit the forward 4, not trying to take pressure. Also, partially, I'm sure, because his opponent had full resources, so you don't really want to run into some pocket sand. But that will unfortunately be Soul Warrior being eliminated here today. And that means that we will have Blue versus Justin's, and the winner of that will go on to face Domoralize. Getting down to the wire here, only 4 combatants left.
Oh, like we said earlier, Justin did beat Forever King, so he might be on a little hot streak here.
Yeah, Justin's been doing quite well.
After being Forever King, might have the confidence to just keep running through losers brackets. Maybe go back.
That is definitely a plus to confidence. Like it immediately plus 15 confidence for that. It's
beating a top player. Oh yeah, you're gonna be high up in the confidence.
And like whatever excuse under the sun, no matter how real it is, it's still an achievement. Like yeah, it's online and it doesn't matter as much, but it matters a little. Like
oh yeah,
you weren't playing your main, but it matters a little. Like fundamentally, I'm doing something right. It's not even about what Forever King did wrong or didn't do wrong. It means that you as a player are doing something right.
Yeah.
If you're able to kind of overcome some of those bigger challenges. And that's a good feeling.
Yeah. Did we ever find out what they played in the matchup?
I don't. I'm assuming Justin's played as
Scorpion,
Scorpion
yeah.
because that's what we've seen from him primarily tonight. But I don't know what Forever King played.
Okay.
We unfortunately haven't been able to get Forever King on stream. It does look like, according to the match history between Forever King and Crispy, that Forever King was playing Kung Lao when he
Kung
played
Lao.
Crispy.
Okay.
So
He's trying
Forever
to.
King might be back on the Kung Lao train.
Okay. Seeing, all the Kung Lao hype with the Splash, Scar, getting those top 8s, getting the high placements, Scar, like Splash. He went to 2 offline tournaments. Both got top 8 with Kung Lao. You can see,
Yes.
obviously, the character's strong.
Splash making us over at Illusion very recent placements. He's been doing incredibly well. Back-to-back top 8s from
Oh, yeah.
Splash out of his Kung Lao. And, Forever King's initial, foot into the scene, he was often playing a lot of Kung Lao back in MK9. He was one of the popular Kung Lao players. So maybe that was part of it. Gearus plays too honest and doesn't play his style. So maybe Forever King's starting to switch back over to the Shaolin. People have put work in and proved that the Shaolin are still viable. So he wants to be, take that character to the next level.
Well, here we go. Justin's playing Matoka Warrior Nightwolf.
Okay, so no more Scorpion. All right, we're getting proved wrong left and right. I bet you Blue Link switches over to third variation. I don't know, pick somebody random.
See, okay, what I've seen from this is if Blue loses this match, what I'm going to predict here, I'm going to make a prediction here. He's going to switch to Reborn Scorpion. I've seen him play this matchup with Nightwolf versus Scorpion before against some of the Facebook guys on the Conquest group. He likes the Nightwolf Scorpion matchup.
Okay. I wonder why the Reflect didn't, that bullet, does it not do that?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I thought it did. I know last time I played, it did, so I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was imagining something.
Interesting interaction.
Look for that shimmy.
Okay, there's the throw. Now he's playing Matoka Warrior, so he has access to the launcher here. No command grabs, but oh wow, there's the fatal blow gonna armor through whatever it was that Blue was trying to do, and that'll be round 1 going over to Justin.
Reminds me of Soul Warrior with those fatal blows.
Sometimes you just gotta do it. I think Nightwolf has one of the better fatal blows for that just do it mentality. The range on it is pretty good. Even the way that he kind of steps back, you can even evade stuff with it. And it's just got like this really decent horizontal and vertical hitbox where it'll catch a lot of people off guard.
But I like to use it for, it's good for anti-airing too.
Yeah, exactly, right? They jump right into the bear and unlike some characters like Cassie Cage who have significantly less situations where their fatal blow comes in handy. I think Cassie Cage actually gets the win for worst fatal blow in the game. Somebody make a better argument. I'm listening.
And the armor comes out like way later than it should be too.
You can't combo into it off of almost anything that she has. It's so bad.
I literally can cannonball and actually delete the fatal blow. Like, it's pretty bad.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And with that, Blue's gonna take the round with the acid. Just gonna be sitting in there and just gonna chip him out.
Alright, well, chat says Johnny Fatal is the worst, so clearly you guys don't have a good answer. If the one that lets you cancel it into 60% combos with sunglasses is the
Who
worst.
said that? Trin? Okay, Trin. That 1-1-1, just gonna go for that combo. Had no bar though. Still gonna rip away.
There we go.
Had bar.
Hold it for the OP. Oh man, he's gonna wake up buttons. The gun is not empty just yet. What was that combo? Down one into acid? That was sick, I like it.
I
The
saw
gun
that
is now
one
gonna be empty.
Blaze used that combo a lot. Blue, he's gonna take the first game. Great play by both players, but Blue took the upper hand on this one.
Yeah, his Aaron Black is really solid, and despite what people may say about the character not being that good, even if it isn't good, it's good enough where it will definitely, go the distance and get you wins. Like if you put the time in with any of these characters, everyone is viable. Everyone is capable of winning. There are no dumpster characters in this game. There are dumpster variations, but
there's no MK9 Shiva.
nope.
Oh god, that character.
And GTA Jeremiah though will destroy you if you don't know it.
Did she win one matchup in that game? Like,
I don't think she had any winning matchups,
Yeah.
but like one of the hypest sets ever is Showtime versus Jeremiah, because like Showtime was like a really good. I think he was a Cabal player, maybe Reptile, but he was like a really good player, and Jeremiah was like the best Shiva player in the scene because there was like
Yeah.
2 of them. It was like him and Digimon, but Jeremiah fucking ended up winning, and it was super sick, super hype.
just because like a little bit of matchup inexperience versus somebody that knows what they're doing with that character and is not going to make mistakes when it counts will absolutely blow you up.
I watched back in the day an MK9 low tier tournament. That was pretty fun to watch.
Oh yeah, where they like banned like half the cast.
Yeah.
They play Baraka and stuff. Okay, here we go. Getting some pressure going. Nice with the hammer fist. Went for the throw, but he hit him. You can't throw after you hit him there. And so unthrowable.
Saw that escape failed.
That means that next back throw. Crushing blow available. Okay, here's the overhead.
Combo. Right in the corner. There is that interactable in the corner. No one remembers it, but it's still there.
How good is that interactable? I'm assuming it's punishable on block. Almost all.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's like super. It has such amazing range. So if someone tries to back up, you know, you just pull it out sometimes.
Okay.
Works.
And they're probably at a range where they can't really punish very well either.
Yeah.
Who they're playing. Ooh,
Oh,
went
he
for the
blocked.
slide, but he caught him.
Danger foreseen is avoided.
That patience from Justin. He was absolutely prepared for that slide. Smart stuff.
Just watching Blue. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, nice throw attempt. Blue Link is making the proper read and ducking the throws and getting him to whiff, but hasn't been going for any kind of uppercut or even just like stand up and punish. So he's making the right read, but he's got to follow through with the follow-up punish and really capitalize on that potential damage.
Nice stagger from Justin. Gonna get the grab. What's Sioki? What did me right? So Blue's gonna jump.
Oh, nice throw off that cancel. This is gonna crush as well. We saw that escape failed as well. It should trigger. Oh wait, what happened? Did he throw it? Take another throw? He must have. Because you can't save those.
Can use breakaway. Has no defense meter anymore. I don't know. I think he's not blocking that because I know he plays Mind Night Wolf a lot, so I'm guessing he's blocking, not blocking man grabs coming through, but that's not his variation.
Ooh, so he's waiting for the tick throw setups that do not exist. Character matchup knowledge slightly off.
That down one's gonna take it. Justin takes game 2 pretty convincingly too.
I really like seeing Nightwolf here. I like that even the character getting love and they're showing to be really strong. Even like, so now we've got in our top 8, we've got Nightwolf, we have Stryker with his Terminator. So we're seeing some of these like more oddball DLC characters that it's not just people sticking to their guns and the characters they've been playing since day one. It's characters that are a little bit new and they're still willing to put the time and effort into kind of making them work. So this is really exciting seeing some Nightwolf play.
Like, the one thing I like out of Nightwolf is his down 3 is godlike. That poke is fantastic. Good jail, good range. Blue's thinking around, he's going around the cast. Like I said, every time he loses, he doubts himself just traveling around, but he's gonna ultimately go back to Aaron Black. Like I said, if he loses this match, I'm gonna predict he's gonna go to Scorpion. He's gonna stick with first variation too.
I think Scorpion would potentially be the pick if it doesn't end up working out here, as he has been getting pretty far with Scorpion. Scorpion, who we've seen him do most of it with. So if he finds that Nightwolf is unfortunately not able to be up to snuff here against Aaron Black, then perhaps he'll be switching over. But so far he's gotten a game, and if you can do it once, you can do it 2 more. So let's see what he's got.
Nice stagger,
nice.
even escape failed.
Yep, escape failed, and the Matoka have 2 crushing blows on their throat. Back. Seems like almost all of the characters that have that, it's an incredibly scary tool.
And if you saw there, he bit him back, and again, escape failed for both of them. So both of them have them loaded.
Oh, okay, here we go. We're gonna see the first one here now. Gonna go ahead and cave that skull in. Justin's big damage, 31% throw. At least the throws all do the same damage, except for there's like 2 of them that bleed. But there isn't any like weird disparity aside from the 2 that launch.
And that's gonna be confirmed to Fatal Blow. That's definitely gonna kill. Aaron
Yeah,
Black,
kill.
him connecting all those bullets too adds the extra damage. Like, there was no way that he was gonna survive that.
Yeah, every now and then you'll get a fatal blow from Aaron Black that only like the last few bullets or even sometimes the very last bullet will connect. And the damage on those will be quite low, but if you can connect with those lead-in bullets, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Justin even using the 1-1-2 for that overhead, put a little pushback too. Not even going to 1-1-1.
Okay, there's the anti-air gun. He's gonna go ahead and empty the clip. Nope, and he's gonna put another bullet back in there. Gonna conserve here.
Oh, ducks the throw, but no punish again. We've seen that quite a few times here. Blue has the readiness to duck those throws, but he's not pulling the trigger on what could be some huge damage.
The acid again. He has pretty low health. The acid's gonna do a lot if he even stands it. Just pull it
Yeah.
out.
Access to that acid is not a terrible plan here. Just kind of, you know, set up a barrier of like, hey, you want to come? Be in chip out range, potentially dead. Nice throw here for Justin's though. Oh, what was that?
Wake up short hop.
Short hop attack.
Yeah. Guessing now it's supposed to be up 3.
That was
That's
like
2.
some Arnold looking thing. That whip. Oh,
Oh.
a fatal blow of his own. I think this is gonna have the damage kill.
That was old classic. Down 1 and a fatal blow. You see that I'm negative and you're gonna take your turn, but guess what? I got that fatal blow, so you're done.
There it is. Justin's now tying it up.
Fight.
Final round here for game 3. Who's gonna take the lead in the set? Will it be the Cowboy or the Matoken? Is it the Matoken? Feels weird.
Oh, that crushing blow. It's been loaded for how many rounds? Finally gets out. You got the overhead. Catch him ducking. You can dish out the damage in that corner. This is first variation.
Oh, whiffs.
Good save. Get the full combo. Can I do with the acid? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's gonna lock him down here in this puddle. Oh man, he needed the conversion in the air, but oh no, he's playing Motoko. He could have maybe converted into some different stuff. But Blue Linky gonna lock it down here in the corner. Nice jump kick there, and that's gonna put him in a lead here, 1 game away. So now this is what we were talking about earlier. Justin's now final game left for him. He can't lose anymore. Are we going to see Scorpion? We've predicted it's gonna be Scorpion. I got a feeling we'll see Scorpion, and we'll see what he ends up going with though.
I see, like, the first game was kind of iffy. Second game, Justin did pretty good. But this game, again, it didn't look too well. So, he might go back to his tried and true.
Aaron Black.
Blue has to stick with that Iron Black. And,
Scorpion.
okay, Justin was hovering over that Scorpion, about to pick it. But then he swiped right back into that Nightwolf.
Okay, so committing here to Nightwolf all the way. I like it.
In the outfit, too. I definitely think even if he wins this, I think we're gonna get definitely a straight up just Aaron Black, Nightwolf all way. I don't think Blue's gonna switch, even if he loses this. This has looked like a pretty good match.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, opening up with the arrows. Oh man, good blocks there from Justin's. He's been seeing that. I don't think he's actually caught him with that yet. He's either successfully got the fuzzy timing down or he's reacting to it, but really smart stuff from Justin.
The one that is real is back 2 in the slide. That I'm pretty sure is real, so that's one of the things you cannot fuzzy.
Okay.
So at least Blue has told me, but he's an Aaron player, so I'm not sure if I can trust
You
him.
can't trust him. He's a straight up bandit. He's trying to swindle you out of it.
Oh, the up 2, worst up 2s in the game catches him.
Is that gonna be enough damage? Yes, it is. The shoulder at the end will hit for enough 35%.
Round 2.
And Justin's on the board here. Okay, there's
Catch
a
him to counter it.
switch sides as well. Gonna potentially start to get some lockdown throw. Techs him back onto the acid puddle.
Pretty interesting. Oh, the counter hit. He's gonna cash it in. He doesn't have a round.
Immediate breakaway. Oh, he knew it was coming though. Immediately putting that acid puddle out. Now it's standing there waiting for him when he lands. This is big here for Blue.
Only needs a little bit. Doesn't need to choke at this point.
Who caught him? Oh, no conversion though off that air-to-air trade.
Justin trying for that comeback. Oh, and
Escape
failed. It can still happen. If he gets another crushing blow, oh, the roll catches him.
Yep, he rolled underneath him.
That does mean he still has that crushing blow throw. It's still loaded.
And we still going into the final round. He's got access to a huge 30% throw. That can be big. He catches his opponent. Speaking of, here it's gonna be.
Oh, there we go.
Bam, huge damage.
Guess it's right on the grab and the wake up. Get the jump 3, not much from there.
And
He's all that damage is taken basically exclusively from throws.
Full screen puddle. They're gonna back him up in the. Yeah, that's gonna back up to him. Doesn't
Little
block.
extra acid damage. I like that combo for the acid setup, getting the uppercut in. Okay. I think all of his damage has been from throws and chip.
Trying to give him. Oh,
For
take
another
him
throw. Another one! Escape failed as well.
And you do no better.
Knew it was coming, but guessed the wrong way.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He's gonna kill him with it too.
No,
And
oh,
that'll
brutality.
do it. The brutality from Justin is going to put him now tying it up 2-2. And I genuinely think that he took his entire life bar exclusively on throws. He
Look at
threw
that.
him
Oh.
only. That was sick.
Look at that blood splurting out of that brain. Ooh.
If it was Kotal Khan, you'd know he'd drink it and he'd make it
Oh.
weird.
Oh yeah. Just like the his fatality where he just turns into a tiger and just bites down on the heart.
Yeah, yeah. And they've got a brutality for that too now.
Is there? Man.
Yeah, there's a Air Tiger brutality, new brutality. I think they
Oh.
added it. Gears Fist, because it's really, really new. So far, I think only the AI can do it. Like, that's how new it is.
Oh.
The AI to do it kind of thing. They haven't let players unlock it yet, or the way to do it isn't. But yeah, the Air Cat has a brutality now. There's another one too that's new. The Gears one, there was another one. There's like a new Kano one, I think, with the eye laser.
Oh. Blaze saying in chat, Blue Link out here with bottom one Aaron. I don't know about that, but
Dude, that's what the internet says. He's the worst in the
Yeah.
game, and I trust the internet. I don't think the internet's ever lied. So.
Yeah. When I can't name a time the internet's lied to me, so obviously Aaron Black is bottom one.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, final game here, and he switched over to Barking Iron. So Blue Link not going to have access to the acid and the neutral. He's still going to be able to do it off the amplified slide, but that's his only way to get acid out. Otherwise, he's going to be relying on TNT, which is garbage. I mean, it's not that garbage because now that I've just jinxed it, I'm sure he's going to get the TNT brutality just for extra effect. But
It's gonna come out as by input error. I can call it.
right, it's players just don't want it. They don't want that move. If players could be asked, hey, can I just turn this off? Just take this move off of my character? They would. If allowed players.
Imagine that being an option.
Dude, there's a couple of characters they would. They'd be like, you know what? I just would rather not accidentally do it, or I don't like that it takes for whatever reason. Ooh, Arrow's standing up, and Justin's now set point.
Danger foreseen
Turning it
is
around.
avoided.
Convincing round 2 at it.
Round 2. Fight.
Inspiration, no more scud shots, so he can zone all he wants.
Exactly, he's gonna be free to shoot those spectral arrows all day.
That is unbreakable too. That back 2-2-2 into command grab, that is unbreakable.
Really? It doesn't let you to break out in time?
No.
Interesting. I wonder if the activation for breakaway just doesn't kick in before the command grab frames hit you, so you're just stuck.
That's wild to see. Yeah.
Ooh, nice jump over the slide. Comes in with a jump of his own. And there it is. Back 2-2 will connect. Pull the rifle out. Spend the bullet, although the immediate breakaway from his opponent is not going to keep on shooting. He's swinging for the fences here.
Can't get as much damage in this variation, but still quite a bit. 26%, that's not bad.
All right, what's the play? He can't get an acid puddle out. He's just going to go for a chip out here, potentially. And there it is. Final round of Game 5.
Aaron Black, bless
Final
with the 6 frame down 1.
Fight.
Only one of these players will advance to face off against Domoralize. Who is it going to be? Justin's opens it up with a throw. Now the overhead connecting. He's trying to push him toward the corner. Oh, nice roll. Doesn't catch him with the punish either. And the slide, this time connecting for Blue. Oh, command grab into the acid puddle.
Extra damage, not even the meter burn.
Nice roll to the other side. He's got the launcher. Baited out the breakaway, though. Didn't spend his meter. Gonna save it here for this time. Oh, drops the combo, though. That is unfortunate. Another throw. Escape failed as well. Next throw will kill. Next anything will almost kill here. No defensive meter to stop it. Throw tech to save himself. All right, command grab. Ooh, and that's gonna now put Blue into the area where he could catch his opponent with one stray hit. One fatal blow will do it.
See him going for it.
Other side, fatal blow coming out. Oh no, he doesn't need to. He's got the arrows, and that'll. Justin's will take it with Nightwolf 3 in a row. Did he get 3 with Nightwolf? Maybe not.
fatality. The bear coming out.
That's one of the better fatalities in the game too. That's a pretty good one. Definitely one of the better fatalities.
My favorite is Kano's second brutality where he just bashes him in the head, the old classic. Nothing special, just simple.
I mean, it's got to get the job done, and that's one way to do it. But Nightwolf will advance here. Justin's doing a great job here. Nightwolf play. I really like what I was seeing there. That was honestly, I think, one of the hyper sets of tonight, though. All the way down to the wire. Both players playing out of their minds. I want to say that Stryker's had some pretty crazy momentum here as well. In terms of like a one-sided victories for Stryker really shutting somebody down, but that was a great slugfest between those two. It will be Justin's coming out on top though in the end. So Justin's now is going to be up against Domoralize here. And then the winner of that will face off against Stryker.
Carrying the momentum. Ever since he beat Forever King, has been looking unstoppable, seems like.
Go ahead and report these scores.
Like you said, the final three players. Domoralize, Justin, and Stryker. Even if whoever Stryker faces, whoever has to play Stryker has to beat him twice to even win the tournament still. So Stryker with that winner's grand final has that leeway, extra set.
Yep, the comfortability of knowing that your opponent has to sort of overcome the set twice. You have a little bit of room to experiment, to kind of feel things out, get the download complete. Ooh, Domoralize with the instant hidden pick. So I think Domoralize has been the player that we've seen with the most variety in terms of characters, right? He's been kind of all over the map on who he's playing. I think we've seen like 4 or 5 characters out of him tonight. So it'll be really interesting to see who he ends up playing here in losers finals. We got this set, and then whoever wins this versus Stryker, and that is it.
Justin's kind of just hovering over Scorpion, just thinking, I guess. And he's gonna end up picking Reborn.
Hourglass.
I think Scorpion's not a terrible pick. I would have honestly liked to have seen more of the Nightwolf. You know, Nightwolf was looking real strong there, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
It looks like he picked New Era from Domoralize. Finally, the Agar's coming out. What I've seen most of Domoralize.
Okay, there's the jump kick. And going to convert that into the spear as well. Domoralize not going to spend full 36%. Justin's on a tear right now. Caught him with the throat.
Looking unstoppable.
Yeah, his opponent only 10% life left. There's the tick throw from Domoralize, though. Gonna closer to this corner here. It's opened up. Domoralize hanging in there with the flawless block, but unfortunately didn't have the defensive last kick. And that'll be Justin taking round 1.
Look at that jump kick.
Okay.
Best things in Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay, good delay, get up, and the throw tech as well. Domoralize needs to get some momentum here, though. Okay, he's going to go ahead and get the command grab. This is going to be in the corner. Extra damage from the punch is going to come into effect here. And here's the launcher in the corner. Justin's now getting his defensive bar, but he's playing Reborn Scorpion. Honestly, Reborn Scorpion players love to wait for combo drops like he just got there because they get to keep that meter for teleport cancels instead.
Yeah, it's the one thing you see out of Reborn, like you said. Keeping the defense bar, and that's going to be the crushing blow to end the round.
Wow, just outside of range on that get-up attack, and he just shattered that knee.
Oh, he's trying to jump out of the corner.
Okay, nice. Oh, man, but he didn't commit to that. He could have gotten some big damage out of that whiff punish there. Okay, there's the get-up attack. Get off me, he says. Catches him with the low sand off the down 4. Side switch. Man, Justin's maybe going for flawless block attempts or waiting for throws or something. He's getting caught by all of these stray hits.
I feel like this whole game's been played in the corner. Finally, we're in the middle of the screen.
It's only temporary. And back to the corner we go.
Tries to go for the optimal, but drops it.
Well, we saw him do that optimal before, so he's definitely got the ability to, but fortunately not going to keep it together here. And this is where it matters, to be quite frank. Like, combo drops are not your friend. One more hit for Domoralize will do it. He's got that fatal blow queued up. Oh no, that's going to be it!
Don't do the mercy. You're a fool if you do. Okay. I thought he was going for the mercy.
First, that would have been very bad.
It would have been a bold move. I mean, we've seen Koizi make such crazy plays before and come out on top anyway.
Fatality.
It would have been quite the statement to Mercy's opponent anyway, especially a Gearus with a fatal blow.
Oh yeah, it's just Garrus in general. The amount of damage he does, like you get touched once and you're just dead.
And like all the Oki seems like it's in his favor. But that will be Justin's taken game 1 over Demoralize here. So Demoralize has been prone to character swap on loss though. So I think the question is who is coming up next from Demoralize? Who's going to come out of the stable here for Demoralize to see if they can help him take this tournament?
Scorpion. Cetrion.
Oh, back to the Cetrion. Definitely the most success he's gotten from tonight is from Cetrion.
Yeah, and actually these two played earlier in the night. Cetrion versus Scorpion was played earlier. We were talking about how Demoralize had to kind of make that adaptation to not being able to zone, and Demoralize was able to do it. So right now, Justin's looking for that run back versus the character that sent him to the losers bracket in the first place. Here now in losers finals. He does have the lead though, but let's see if he can keep it.
Fight.
Again, he's not gonna even try and zone. He's gonna straight in. He knows he can't even zone.
He's going for the uppercut, trying to stop the breakaway. Here's the meteor breakaway there instead.
Oh, down one and teleport. Don't get him. Dustin's not gonna fall for it. He's gonna get the full combo. He's gonna even go for the extra damage.
Yep, crushing blow into the bleed. Health bar starting to slowly drain out even more. 15% throw. Man, he just tore through that defensive meter. Honestly, that's something that bleeds do really well, is help get chip outs, because they keep doing damage and like help get you even more chip essentially when you're still on the offensive.
Demoralize definitely be afraid of the throw crushing blow. It is loaded from Dustin.
And that's going to be yet another bleed for Scorpion as well.
You can see him.
I think Scorpion has another throw crushing blow, or his air throw is also a bleed. I think
It is.
he's got quite a few bleeds.
I know he's with one of the few characters I can with Kano with his back three.
I think Scarlet's got one. Sindel's one of her throw crushing blows is a bleed.
Yeah. Oh, the
Straight
Koizi
into the
special.
fatal blow. Okay, Demoralize, willing to just use it. He's running out of life here, so you gotta spend him while you got him. This is gonna even things up here. Only about 10 health difference between the two, and they're caught him trying to teleport. He's gonna get in. The uppercut will close it out. Demoralize staying on the board here, tying it up here in game 2. Final round.
Final round. Fight.
I'm gonna start off the 4-3. And spend the bar. Go for the restand. Doesn't have any bar.
But able to get just a bonus extra damage out of that. Really smart play. And of course, you know, unfortunately, Demoralize, right? Kind of expecting a combo to continue, and instead he went for that cheeky reset and got away. Jump kick will connect. Tries to roll away. Demoralize is ready for it.
Very low health. Stand ones.
Oh, and that'll do it. I think he was trying to push a button, because if he was blocking that, it would have worked still.
Gonna bring it back with fatality. Fatality me, I'm gonna fatality you.
Exactly, right back at you. And, you know, this is potentially a mind game. Head a little bit, and you can start to feel yourself off that. That's a little bit of a confidence boost for some players. It's like, yo, I just beat this dude and I cut him into pieces. Let's go. Feed a family of 4 with that.
Look at his legs. This looks like lava.
I mean, it's fire. Fire is almost lava. I bet you they could have done, but he would have melted into it. And that would have been too gruesome or too quick of a death. She wants to savor it.
Creativity in these fatalities are nice.
It makes you wonder. I mean, it always does, right? What are they going to do next time? But, I mean, I already had that question after MKX. Kenshi's got a helicopter blade that he makes out of his sword and puts you through it. All right, you guys win. You don't have to do more, but they continue to up the ante.
They went from a helicopter blade with Kenshi to a literal helicopter with Sonya's fatality in this game.
Exactly. They were like, helicopter blade was cool. How about a real one? I still like. I think Noob Saibot's the split one is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, when he puts his clone inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1.
I remember first seeing that. That was a great moment.
Nice flawless block there from Domoralize, revealing some of that Scorpion matchup knowledge. That kick is flawless block actually, so players don't actually have to deal with that being as oppressive of a move as they may think.
Uses that crushing blow early. Breakaway comes through, so no damage, but got him off that crushing blow.
One of the other things it means though for Justin's is no. So Domoralize is going to need to kind of realize that, hey, his neutral game is handicapped right now because he doesn't have that meter to sort of teleport around with, and I can get my combos if I catch him. Now the teleport cancel is going to be available here for Justin's. Wow, these staggers are just overwhelming Domoralize. The throw will open him up. Crushing blow queued up as well after that escape failed. Okay, kick to the other side. Conversion as well. I don't think he can kill, so likely not going to go for it. The breakaway, okay.
Down 2.
That was crazy.
A bunch of movement.
Fight.
Honestly, was not expecting it down 2 to be the way that was, perfect there to save his life. I don't think he needed to do it, but it enabled him to get out of the pressure and then take the kill. And there we go. Throw, crushing blow. Gonna open her up. The bleed will begin. All right,
Where's the
trading
wall?
back and forth. Teleport to the other side.
Gonna catch up the wake up buttons.
Now, are we going to see a breakaway? Justin's took that first round, so he doesn't really need to feel terribly scared about even losing this round. Ooh, there's the throw tech, so that crushing blow no longer going to be available. Immediate breakaway from Domoralize, looking to save his life here. Available, still available here for Domoralize, though. That breakaway stopped it from hitting, so it still has it.
Anybody can do it at this point with that fatal blow.
There it is!
And the
Blow.
Cloisy special.
And this time Domoralize will make good on that fatal blow. Going to give us any life. Survive like last time. He's just going to guarantee the round, and that's going to tie it up here. Final round.
Final round.
Going into game 2.
Fight.
Second time he's been caught by that. Gotta watch them legs.
Again, Justin's trying to move before it's his turn. All right, there's the teleport cancel, closing the gap. Nice throw to open up, and another escape failed here from Domoralize.
Crushing blow. Oh, the false block.
Oh man, but then he went for the throw afterward, and Domoralize was ready. And lose defensive meter for all. That came back to bite him.
What was that? Interactable and a teleport. Okay.
It may have been an input error, accidentally getting the shortcut for interact.
Still has fatal blow.
The wall. Oh, he went for it, and Domoralize was absolutely for that the first time they played it. Fatal blow in the neutral, just trying to catch him, but Domoralize not going to take the bait, and he's got another fatality for his troubles as well. So Domoralize now going to take the lead here in the set and be up 2-1.
Second fatality too. See both of them.
Where is she standing right now? You see the curvature of the Earth. Where was she standing? It only makes sense if she's standing on the moon. Like, she cannot... It doesn't make sense for her to be standing there.
It's a true Injustice character.
Man, speaking of weird stuff from Injustice, remember when you'd be playing in the watchtower out in space, and then Flash would run around the Earth or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
all of those weird things would still happen on Earth. Or like the Batman calls in the car. It's like, from where, dude? Where in space? And even in Injustice 2, you're under the sea in Atlantis, but Batman's gonna send you up in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Like, what?
Makes no sense.
And then you're gonna come back down? Okay. That should be guaranteed stage transition. Just Batman, like, part of his fatal blow is his super is he takes you to the Batcave, new stage. What if that was a thing?
That would be so odd, because every time you play Batman, super doesn't come out like that often, but if you got a super, you just, out of nowhere, boom, background bounce. It's like...
But
Here
yeah,
you
but like,
go.
what if a bunch of characters, Atrocitus takes you to the Rage Realm, like a bunch of characters, stages that take you to after a super. Okay. All right, there's the throw to open things up. Life bar is looking pretty even here. All right, teleport cancel. Oh, he just came back in and swinging those wind limbs. Wind limbs, that's a strange phrase. I don't think I'm gonna call him that ever again. All right, there's the late jump kick. Gonna get the conversion here. 253 damage, clean 25%. Teleport cancel, Demoralize. Not gonna take the bait here on these teleport cancels, but Justin's is unfortunately costing himself his meter here. So trying to, you know, be that sort of crafty, tricky, elusive nature of teleporting, but not really teleporting, might end up costing him his attack. Ooh, about to get all that defensive mar back. It's not gonna matter here. There's the throw to open it up. It's gonna mean all that breakaway there.
He could use the spear there and confirm the fatal blow, but decided not to. Wanted to go for the breakable option.
Looking to save his resources here, potentially going into round 2.
Nice attack. And again,
that time, escape failed, and that'll be enough to throw enough here from Justin to take the round.
It was a great close of the round. The grab killed him and gave him the crushing blow. And here we go with the punish. That teleport, risky. Drops the optimal again, but...
Alright, there's the jump kick. Closes the gap.
1-2, that knockdown.
Go ahead and amplify that. Trying to get some damage out of that. 270. Oh, but he went for a throw on Oki. And Justin's was ready. That'll cost him to spend his defensive meter. Doesn't want to see that combo, but here's the throw. Crushing blow. Gonna start to bleed out for some more damage. Justin's in control here. This throw might be enough even. Okay, just barely. 0.1 health left. Nothing you can do about it. And Justin's gonna walk it down. Oh, the teleport's out for the fatality range. Man, they are just trying to tilt each other. Subtlest of ways here.
Every match a fatality.
I'm okay with it. We didn't see any up until now.
Oh yeah.
Fatality.
Showing off the beauty of NRS fatalities. They spend all the time on this, might as well show them.
Honestly, these fatalities are pretty good. I like that one in particular. I mean, aside from the how did their spine survive an entire person going through them, and how did that large spear fit through their tiny mouth? Aside from questions, if you don't ask questions, they're really cool.
I just want to know how Garrus literally rips like your skin entirely. I just want to know how he does it. How strong is he? Like,
but he's also got to be like gentle in such a way that he doesn't just rip off your arm, right? That he's ripping off your front, so he's like keeping it together but breaking it. It's comical. It's straight up comical.
Yeah.
I can definitely see people's arguments that the fatalities have gotten a little over the top and they're too much, but there's a certain point where, like, after you've seen them enough, they start to look cartoony because you see all the bodies break in the same way. Like, their heads all open up the same way, their arms all cut off at the same spot. Like, they all have their gut busted open. Like, that's an animation that they have, and once you start to like see through it, it just becomes a joke. And it's not to me, at least, it's not gross. It's just, I just look at it and be like, man, they could do better. make it grosser.
The sound, how they make the sounds. I've seen that video. Cool, like the peppers and all
yeah,
that
it's
stuff.
just them like munching up fruit or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like, oh, this is so
fruit in the office.
Those aren't bones,
Having
it's
a snack.
celery.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Domoralize switching to Marauder, getting more damage.
It's gonna be the thing about Baraka is that the character touches you once and it's 37%. We saw earlier Cetrion getting 25% for like a random spray touch. Baraka is not that kind of beast. He's gonna have access to way bigger damage if he catches you. Gonna be a little bit harder for him to catch you, but if you are able to get some punishes or take your turns at the right time, Baraka is one of those characters that will net you massive damage.
You saw earlier, he did down one on a Chop Chop and Scorpion. Surprisingly, one of the characters that can easily punish Chop Chop because he has that long.
Yeah, Chop Chop ends up being a high, so a lot of characters can just kind of put their down pokes in there as long as they keep their body low while they're doing it. Oh no, went for the fatal blow. Justin's was ready though. Trying to plant the flag.
Oh, the
Wonderful,
full.
trying to plant that on purpose. And Justin's now set point, 1 round away.
Round 2.
He's immortalized, almost had this, but it's starting to slip away from him here. See if he can turn it around. All right, here's the full launcher in the corner. Is Justin's going to spend the breakaway? Yep, immediate.
Corner rocket damage.
Evil breakaway. I like that for the timing.
If you don't break away from corner Brocken damage, you basically have half your life gone, and this time he can. If he doesn't drop it, crushing blow.
You're not gonna go
chop
for the
top
crushing
instead.
blow. You're gonna save it, although the next hit, obviously, he does still potentially have that opportunity. Or now he's gonna maybe be saving that for the final round. This hit right here should be enough to kill. He's gonna go for the launcher here. One more hit'll do. Oh, wow. So set point here for both of these gentlemen, and Domoralize has locked him in that corner the entire time.
The one thing about Baraka is that sweep is so good. The range on that, barely negative. Oh, he's gonna
definitely one of
catch
the
that
better
whip count too.
No breakaway available either. It's gonna be big damage. This time this time he's gonna cash out on the crushing blow. 44%, and the bleeding has begun. That life bar slowly melting away. Can't break away out of Chop Chop either. Oh no, he's got him!
Oh, he knew it
Is
was
he gonna
coming.
finish him with a brutal? He's gonna finish him with a brutal. He's gonna go for the full launcher. Oh no, he dropped it. I was gonna clip it.
Fatality?
Sick.
Fatality? Don't drop the fatality. Okay, there we go. Can't just
He
drop the
almost dropped
fatality and then not do the fatality.
Oh, this
On
is
the
so
elbow,
gross.
the white eyes too.
Now he looks like a licker. Oh, it's part of a balanced breakfast, honestly.
Fatality. Baraka wins.
It is unfortunate that he choked the brutal, though. I was looking forward to seeing a big dumb 40% brutality from Domoralize Baraka, but doesn't matter. He still got the victory, got the fatality. He's gonna munch on the brains of his enemy. That nourishment to take him into grand finals here. So we're gonna have Domoralize versus Stryker. Now these players already played each other in winners finals, I believe. So they met each other just recently. Stryker able to take it though. We'll see how things go this time, as we are going to be giving Domoralize the opportunity for the run back here versus Stryker, but it's going to come with a catch in that Domoralize has got to win twice, and Stryker only needs to win one set. So the bracket will need to be reset if Domoralize is going to take this.
The way Stryker's been playing lately, this is gonna be a hard thing for Domoralize to do.
Yeah, Stryker has been playing on another level. Playing really, really well. Been showcasing his Terminator as, hey, don't at all. He will punch a hole in your head, as we saw him do a little earlier today. So this is going to be quite the matchup between these two.
Terminator being on really good character with a 33% guesses, 6 frame down 1, easy jail to stand 1. Just all around good character. Good restand with the shotgun. Good crushing blows. I mean, what's wrong with the character except yeah, what is wrong with the character,
I think the character just kind of struggles with some zoning, but if you've got the patience, which, Stryker clearly showed he does, he was able to kind of sit through, weather the storm, take his moments when he needed to, and that was enough for him to close it out. So we'll see. Stryker needs 3 wins here, and Domoralize needs a whopping 6 wins to take the tournament. And the winners, of course, of this will be qualifying for Konsole Kombat II $10,000 prize pool.
Sub-Zero.
They will join legends like Koizi, K7 Show Off, Tweety, Dragon, Dirty Grandma, King Gambler's in there, Sunio, AJ74U. There are tons of players that have qualified, sitting in there, about 20 or so. And right now, one of these two gentlemen will be joining their ranks for that shot at that $10,000 prize pool.
These are definitely two of the players I've been looking at with these qualifiers. Them just barely not qualifying, still making top 8 consistently.
One.
Yeah,
finally
absolutely.
nice.
Like looking at the brackets at the start, my money would 3 would have been my picks to make it this far. Forever King running into trouble with connection, and then running into Justin's, who made it all the way to 3rd place. So Justin's coming out of nowhere and having one heck of a night. But these are the two that I would have thought had some of the biggest chances to do it, and one of them is going to walk away. The other will be left to fight it out yet again. Another.
I'm excited. Stryker pulling back out the Kano.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to see his Kano. We only saw it played that one round again after Terminator kind of stopped working for him, but I like the idea of even going to Kano right from the start. He's saying, hey, look, your Cetrion is not ready for this, so I'm just going to start here on this place and kind of make you uncomfortable already, so even your switch is not going to be good enough.
And also Domoralize, like you said, he's using Sub-Zero. Not really a what we've seen from him. Gonna confirm the fatal blow. This does not scale from Sub-Zero, so this is definitely gonna kill. But definitely a different shape up from him.
Man, Domoralize clutching it out though with that fatal blow. One of the things about Sub-Zero is that his comeback factor with that fatal blow is huge. Like, you can get caught at any moment, any freeze can just convert into huge damage.
Oh, that was combo too. Cannonball. That 4-2. This is the mix of the 50-50. Oh, he's not gonna cash out. Oh, gets the whiff on the down one.
Man, Domoralize starting to turn this around. We saw Stryker having quite the run at the beginning there. Oh, he's gonna get caught by the acid. Oh, he gets a conversion. That's straight into fatal blow. I spoke too soon. He's gonna go ahead and stab this man. And they'll take the round here for Stryker, likely. I think this will kill, right? Yeah. Throat stomp.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And that's done.
Shut up and play, Drongas.
Waiting
Final round.
for Stryker to abuse that forward one. He's just playing very patient. That down, yep, down one. It's always a guess. Down one ass or down one grab. What's it gonna be?
Not zone Kano when he's got that buff up right through that ice ball.
Stryker. I mean, this is a risk for Domoralize to even zone because of that.
I love that the skin makes the buff make him look purple. This is like making me want to play this version of Kano. Stryker's gonna have to teach me how it's done. Standing in the fire, that'll do it. Stryker takes game one.
Like Steak says in chat, Kano Nation. Kano showing up. Dirtbag, definitely his best variation. And also with like these skins, how Kano also had the pirate skin in the shop. It's hard to choose like between which good Kano skin you want to use these days. Now Domoralize, what is he gonna do? Obviously the Sub-Zero wasn't working out too well. He doesn't want to switch to Cetrion, I don't think, so he's kind of hovering around. A little lost. Oh, he does have, I forgot, yes, he does have Revora too.
Right, he's got a whole toolbox. Like, he could pick random and let the game kind of decide for him, and he'd probably feel comfortable with whatever he got.
Oh, he's gonna go back to Cetrion, okay. He's gonna try the matchup again.
All right, so Cetrion versus Kano. This is the matchup that we saw them play earlier, where you know, Demoralizes Cetrion was able to beat Terminator, and then Stryker immediately made the switch over to Kano, and Kano was able to come on top. So they've already played this matchup before, and Stryker was able to be victorious here. We'll see if Demoralizes made any adjustments to the strat.
Gets the punish on that wall. The one thing I didn't see from him is you can do forward 1-2 into knife, and that jails.
Ooh, okay. I have another. Do you get a free Vegemite buff after the overhead, like the splat, the hard knockdown?
After the overhead?
Yeah, after the forward one, the end, the overhead at the end.
I don't think so. It's not plus
Because
enough
he's
for
doing
that.
it. Because he's every time he hits him with the end of that forward one string, he's going for the Vegemite buff.
Also, the thing is, with the Vegemite buff, it's also different. Like, the startup time changes on what move you do. Say if you do stand one, it's different timing from the if you do stand one, you stand 1-1 and you Vegemite. It's a different timing than if you do stand 2-2. Like, every move you do is different timing. So
I'm trying to jump. It's also, you know, Cetrion, one of the few characters that has a button that. So that move right there, where she's swinging both her arms and that water punch, is a kick button. It's not with the kick button. Kind of like Johnny Cage's back 3 or back 2 is a kick. You know, that's a punch button. Nice short hop there from Demoralize. And Demoralize seems to have made the adjustments here in this matchup. He's doing a great job of locking Kano down here in the corner.
for that rushing blow, 4-3. That is very punishable block, but Demoralize did block that time. Guessing right on the 4-1. The grab comes out. That's what happens if you just keep blocking against Kano. He's gonna grab you.
And Acid gonna start to add up that damage. Nice block though. Here's gonna be a punish, and it isn't even be enough to kill. He's got the fatal blow. Yeah, straight into it. And Stryker will go down here, so game 2 is going to go to Domoralize.
The one thing about Kano is he has so many punishable moves in just his whole tool set, both Dirtbag. He has the spit to make things safe. He doesn't really have to use his, like his punishable moves, like his forward 3, forward 2, his back 2. You don't have to use that in this variation. You really just don't have to. You have that spit to make everything safe, the down 1. And even if in this variation safe, say, hey, okay, I'm just gonna block everything. Literally, Kano can just throw you all he wants. If you try and block against this variation, he's just gonna throw you so many times, you're gonna be forced to duck.
And of
just try
course,
attack.
those throws have crushing blows attached to them, so got to be
Double
careful
throw
with
loop.
those throw crushing blows coming out. Even if you are sort of ready for those throws, you make the wrong move, you tech, and you're gonna have a 30% headbutt coming your way next time.
Like I said too, these double throw crushing blows too. I mean, not crushing blows. Double throw loop, both the forward and back throw.
Yeah, he
So,
stays
yes.
real close and comfortable with you after that. Much like Gearus' throws where they're point blank next to you, Kano has kind of that same game where you are not getting any distance. Compared to a lot of other characters, when they do throw you, they do kind of send you across the screen. Not Kano. He's right on top of you for more.
Also, what I've seen from Stryker a lot is he doesn't like to meter burn the acid spit. He'll go for Molotov instead.
Nice, just going for the Vegemite right there in the neutral. To have that, so he's got that ball. So that was his first move, was to get the Vegemite buff up. Ooh, no punish on that roll. You can't actually roll that heel kick right there, or punish that rolling kick.
Veggie.
Okay. More acid, just reapplying that dot. And the thing about that is damage slowly bleeding away. Basically a bleed that you don't have to get a crushing blow for. It happens, it's unblockable. Oh, the ball not going to be there in time though off the trade. Standing in the fire here is Cetrion though. Domoralize gets away from it.
Guess this is right. Doesn't punish though.
Nice throw here from Domoralize. Escape failed as well, although I don't believe that she has her escape failed. She's got to have her field up. One of the few characters with different means of doing it. And there it is, the fatal blow from Stryker. I think this might end up being enough damage as well, since it was off of that string to start it off. The throat stomp, and that's enough. There it is. Stryker now takes the round.
A little less resources this round, but Domoralize. Throw a random ball. It's just in neutral. That's what we can do against this character.
Ooh, there's the punish on the rock wall. You gotta go for the amplify here. Like the straight up rock wall is actually punishable. I didn't know that for the longest time.
Shit, they're just back to the meter burn, so.
Ooh, the presidential grab. Back in the corner.
Oh yeah, it's got a breakaway. Kano does monster damage in the corner.
Anti-air not able to convert though, and there again another throw. Another throw. Nice throw tech though. This time Domoralize not going to take the bait. We've seen that enough. Ooh, that time he's not able to get out though. Stryker's been getting away with tons of throws. Here's the amplified blade. The geyser will whiff, and that's going to do it.
Brutality.
Sorry, mate.
Nice breakaway there from Stryker. Going to get away from that geyser, and that caused it to end up whiffing there. And Domoralize gets grabbed, and Stryker's going to remove her head easily. So Stryker now 1 game away from taking this tournament. Stryker definitely, as Koizu was saying, both of these players should have potentially qualified a while ago. So Stryker going to be finally making it into the ranks there. And don't let it fool you. Just because these players are making it into it later, that doesn't mean that they're not good. You know, obviously some of the players that made it in early, like Koizu, are clearly really, really strong players. But these other players are still going to be threats to them in that bracket. So this is going to be quite interesting, and one of these players really solid, and they're going to finally be making it into Konsole Kombat II. Stryker so close he can almost taste it, but Domoralize still looking to shut it down.
Just showing how many good players in the Xbox community. These two amazing players still haven't qualified. And how many qualifiers have we had?
I think that there is 8 left, maybe 7 after this. I'm
go.
not 100% sure on that. I'll have to recheck the list of everybody else that's qualified or whatever. But we are getting, 32 players in there, so only players will qualify. And the majority of those spots have closed up. There's only about, 7 or 8 left.
I just can't even catch him that combo too. That was a difficult one. right in the corner. What's gonna happen? You get the guess. Go for the mids.
There's the acid puddle coming out. Fire is out. It's going to be unblockable. Going to let him. Smart stuff here from Stryker. Now Domoralize running out of health. That Sand is going to get the trade, but I still think that trade might end up being in Stryker's favor there, especially when he's got such a life lead. The overhead heel kick will connect. Fire coming out. Domoralize needs to avoid that. He's standing in the fire.
By doing the combo, he's literally killing himself.
Oh man, he could have fatal blowed to turn the fire off because those canned animations get rid of effects, but still a risky move. You don't want to spend your fatal blow that early. Now though, might be the time. He's close to closing it out here. Only a few more hits will do it. Demoralize. Nice short hop though. Stryker's seen that before. A fellow Gears player jumps over the tick throw attempt, and Stryker now on set point. What a play from Stryker.
Round 2. Fight.
Boy.
Man, that was some big brain stuff. The short hop is the quintessential answer to Stryker or to Gears' tick throw setup. And for Stryker to be ready for that, man, he is playing like the people have said, out of his mind right now. He is on fire.
That was
There's the
super
big
scary
crushing
too,
blow.
because that crushing blow, that command grab is in his main string. If he had guessed that was a command grab, it didn't happen, literally would have been full combo.
Yeah, he would have died. Man,
He would have died, yeah.
Huge momentum here. 40 health left on his opponent, starting to chip away at it. Here's the throw, though. I'm going to send him back to the corner. Only 4 health left here for Stryker. Stryker looking to get the clutch. The fire will be unblockable, but Demoralize with the poke to stop it. Didn't matter that fire was honestly going to blow him up and kill him. Stryker was going to launch him into Fatal Blow and end the game, but Demoralize hanging in there. Nice big uppercut crushing blow. Immediate breakaway from Stryker.
Look at the damage. This is some new era damage. It's not much significant wording, but it's still there. Now he has he in the corner. You're gonna guess. Oh, he's gonna down one to get out of it. Gonna get the spit. The fire jumps right into the unblockable. Gonna get the damage. Backs up, but Demoralize is gonna rush in. He's gonna get the damage. He's gonna back up, try and play with the wall.
He's trying to get that brutality, setting up those ticking time pillars. Fire is out, trying to stay away from it. Don't walk into it! Oh, he walked into it. That is not good. Stryker, not going to kill, but it's going to be real close. I don't think it'll kill.
For trying to do more damage, he literally gets fatal blowed.
Yeah, that was so risky to do. Yeah, he's not dead, but man, is he close. He is in trouble. The acid coming out. Kano will do it with the anti-air, and Stryker has done it, closing it out 3-1 over Domoralize here in Grand Finals from the winner's side. Man, like you said, that acid, he had the acid on him, the fire was on the ground, and he went for the combo, and Stryker was ready with the fatal blow punish for his trouble.
Congratulations to Stryker. Finally crisping that spot in the 10K qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. Stryker, and really solid player. I know he hasn't entered in bunch of these, and the ones that he has entered, not able to make it in, but tonight is the night. Stryker finally making it into those ranks of players, and he deserves it. Of the players here, definitely think that he's definitely one that deserves it. He's put the work in. He's really solid. I'm gonna have to take him off the bracket for my upcoming qualifiers. He won't need to be qualifying again. But huge shout out to Stryker. Really well played. And Demoralized, second place runner up. Did a really good job. Put up a good fight. But man, that Kano was something else. And of course, Stryker was just playing on another level.
Yeah, not only he did amazing Kano play, he played how many characters this tournament? Like Terminator, just amazing with all of his characters he's played today.
Yeah, Demoralized
high
had
level.
a whole slew of characters. I mean, we saw Cabal, Cetrion, we saw Scarlet, we saw Geras, all over the place. So really interesting character variety tonight. This was tons of fun. Really happy to see Stryker make it through, though. I've known Stryker for quite a while, so really happy to see him make it into that the Konsole Kombat 2. That's going to be awesome. We should have some more upcoming qualifiers, though, because obviously that is not it. There's 32 spots. There should be about 7 or so left. I know there is, for PlayStation players, 2 Easy has a qualifier happening tomorrow, I believe. So that's going to be happening tomorrow from 2 Easy. And then there's an Xbox qualifier from 2 Easy that's happening on Monday. I myself have a qualifier on the 14th. So that's a Saturday. It's going to be on Xbox. And that's just in December. There are still going to be some other qualifiers, CGL. Okay, and there's going to be a CGL PlayStation qualifier this upcoming Saturday. So there's plenty of events up for you guys that are looking to get in on this. A $10,000 prize pool. That is life-changing money for some of those players that are in the upper sides of that pool.
that is really big. Like that is not just, you know, $20 for winning an online. That is a lot of money if you can win that. So huge opportunity. Big shout out to CGL for giving us players that opportunity. Both consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, have those opportunities. Make sure you get signed up so you can get in there. This has been tons of fun. I've been Dream Eater, joined by Cleve. You got anything you want to let them know where you're at or how to catch you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Cleve257 below me. That's about it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This was tons of fun. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next time. Have a good one.
Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Choose your destiny. Flawless victory.